H was like, it's not a racist thing at all. No. He just dances for me, that's all. It totally has no racial connotation whatsoever. And another thing, I'm going to be champion for the next 30,000 years.
Why'd you just make Triple H kind of sound like Donald Trump?
Is that? Well, I think he sounded like Trump more than Trump did back then.
Absolutely. Huge.
Huge. I don't take stunners. I don't take the stunners. No stunners.
Vince McMahon, listen, Walter, Vince McMahon really wanted to shave my head at WrestleMania 23.
It was never going to happen. I wouldn't allow it. No. Vince is a good guy. He's a good guy.
The great Vince McMahon.
The great Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Did you ever hear that, like, when Trump was talking about essential businesses, like during COVID, like with the UFCs, like Dana White at the UFC, the great Vince McMahon. He said the great Vince.
Remember when he bought Raw? All the money was falling with his face on it? Or was it real money?
Oh, yeah.
That might have been real money.
It might have been real money, but it wasn't his money.
No.
I think it was Vince's money.
Donald Trump did this?
Yeah, the storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah. That built up to the whole shaving head.
Yeah. 23, WrestleMania 23. Yeah.
Bobby Lindsay.
My man, Bobby Lindsay. Like, okay. Well,
It's just
this is
crazy
where we're
to
going.
think about that guy 9 years later.
I know.
Would become president.
Yeah,
It's insane.
I love the clip everyone always shows of him like tackling Vince McMahon with the worst punches I've ever seen. Like, oh, jeez.
That's
Almost looks like a cat like smacking something.
Kinda, yeah. His arm was like this.
I'm gonna have to pull up a clip of that and put it on Instagram or something. I was recording all that, so that's good.
Okay.
Cold open.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready? I said, are you ready?
Hey.
Maybe.
I got my CM Punk AEW shirt on. I'm ready to cause some trouble.
Scott Colton, are you out there?
Oh, no.
Don, you ready? Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yo, bro. They might.
See, I really wanted to like introduce it in JR voice, but I couldn't do it.
Alex could do it.
No, JR.
Give us your best JRL.
Jesus.
You're super far away from the mic. This is why I
Give
had
us your
that.
best JRL.
Oh, man. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. That's more like John Laurinaitis.
Yeah,
That's definitely John Laurinaitis.
Tonight we got a great card for you. That's it.
Did he say card? I don't think it was
No,
that
I don't
card.
think so. I
That
didn't
was
know.
a WCW thing. Vince would never allow him to say card or wrestling or anything like
Or belt.
or belt.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What?
What was championship or some shit like that, right?
Championship or title.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
title.
It's a lot of weird rules.
Yeah. Well, they're supposedly we're going back on all that stuff now that Triple H is in charge, but now Vince is back again, so who knows what's really happening.
But I thought he sold it.
Hell of a saga.
I thought they sold it to
No,
Saudi
that was a
Arabia.
That was
fake-
just a
fake
rumor.
report.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fake.
An awful rumor that everybody bought into.
Or it was, like leaked by someone in the company to see what the reaction would
That's
be.
what
if,
I
you
think
know,
it
That was on the
Just to
news
see what
last
the-
weekend in the
People
morning.
were
Because
like,
I
you're
was
hell?
watching.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching. What did I say? I was watching the Fightful. I think it was Fightful, right?
I don't know.
With Sean Ross Sapp or whatever.
Oh, sure.
It was him and two other people, and they. I think Sean was saying that he thinks it was like one of those things where they leak it just to see what the reaction
right.
would be.
Yeah.
Wasn't a great reaction.
No, I don't know how
Dad's-
anybody would like this all-American company, and then like we're going to sell out to Saudi Arabia, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia. I don't think anyone is going to like that.
Dad saw it and he was like, "Well, there you go. Guy's an asshole." And me and John were just like, "Wow, I can't believe that actually happened." And then, but I'm looking at my dad, who's looking at this TV like he's so like into the WWE or wrestling and all.
Guy's an asshole.
And he's just like, And I'm like, you don't even-
Unbelievable.
You don't
see
even.
this?
You don't even.
Well, I think the
You don't
person
even watch wrestling.
I think the person most happy that it was a fake rumor was Sami Zayn.
Oh man, yeah. Sami Zayn is Syrian, and they don't even allow him to go on those trips to Saudi Arabia. I don't think he would go anyway, but they don't allow him to. So.
No, they're worried for his safety.
Because he's Muslim.
Well, no, it's more because he's Syrian as opposed to he's Muslim. Because a lot of people are in Saudi Arabia Muslim, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they have this war with Syria. Yeah, so
I think his parents are both his parents are from there.
Come on, Sami Zayn.
Well, they're Canadian, but I mean, like I know that they're of Syrian. I don't know if they're immigrants or what, but I know he was born in Canada. I'm pretty sure.
sounds right.
Probably went
he's
to
a ginger,
Canada
though.
from Syria.
He's quite the light skinned man.
Because I think what was the issue with Shayna Baszler too, or Baszler?
Shanna Baszler.
Yeah, wasn't there an issue like with her if they would have?
Oh, I don't know, because she's a woman, I guess.
No, they started
don't
letting
like
them
women
wrestle
out.
there now.
Yeah, but they have to be fully clothed.
Yeah,
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
It's not a good look.
Yeah,
I agree.
You remember
I don't,
like the
I don't
first?
think
gonna
that
sell the
I don't,
company
I
to
don't think
those
that would
fools.
work with Rhea Ripley.
I don't think it would work with anybody. any female on the roster.
Dewdrop.
Dude, I'm just saying. I'm saying like it probably would be an unpopular situation if they actually did that. It still might happen. We're talking about like it's never going to happen. It's still a definite possibility.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Someone actually tweeted out today that one of the sports books has betting odds for who's going to buy it.
Yeah.
The favorite right now is Comcast.
Yeah, I would figure that was going to be at NBC, Comcast,
Comcast
and NBC Universal.
Disney definitely
I
won't
was
buy
gonna
it
say,
with
don't
Vince
you
in
see?
charge.
Didn't you see Disney is in the running for it too, though?
Yeah, they're going to buy anything, but I don't know.
I don't think Vince would sell to them because he wouldn't be able to
just
stay in any
charge.
type of
Bob
power.
Iger would be in charge of WWE.
Well, like the meme said, if Disney bought it, Santina would be a Disney princess then.
Oh shit!
Santino just came back in Impact.
Yeah, I saw
as
that.
as Santino Morella too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Got the name.
Did I see
guess
a
so.
post about Carlito Caribbean Cool coming back, or was that a while ago?
He was in the Royal Rumble in beginning of 2021.
Few years
Oh.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's all?
that was it.
What the hell?
Talk about a guy with like a big missed opportunity.
Absolutely.
He could have been huge.
What happened
There
with
was
him?
an issue with it though, right? Like he was like a drug thing or something.
Something behind the scenes like held him back.
When he got released in 2010, they said he failed a drug test. They said go to rehab or get fired, similar like
Yeah.
the Umaga situation.
Right.
And they
R.I.P.
just said, "No,
Umaga."
I ain't doing it.
Now his son is in the game, isn't he?
Oh, Umaga's son. Well, yeah, he just started wrestling or something. He's on the independent scene. He looks a lot
Yeah.
like him. You see that picture?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, wow.
I've been seeing
That's
clips.
that
of him.
Samoan blood is pretty strong.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't know why it does that.
Where's he wrestling at?
I don't know. It's some independent
Oh.
federation or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, okay. Because
Umanga.
I would say Solo's an actual like Uso, right? Like he's their brother.
Oh, he's the Usos' brother.
Yeah, Rikishi's
Younger brother.
Rikishi's son.
Yeah.
He looks more like
which
Rikishi.
I'm excited to see him at Raw.
Rikishi's gonna be at Raw 30
Oh, is it
Supposedly.
or Raw Triple A.
This upcoming Monday, yeah. Don't type
Yeah,
that into your
don't type
computer.
that into
I
your
made
computer.
that mistake.
Raw XX.
It did not show anything wrestling.
It's a PG product, guys. What are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah, it was wrestling. It just was naked wrestling.
Wow.
But I'm just assuming he's supposed to be there because last week the Uso said every generation of the bloodline will be there to acknowledge Roman.
The acknowledgement ceremony.
I think
Oh,
that's
that'd be
how they're
cool.
going to start the Rock thing.
Oh yeah, The
Oh.
Rock. That's the big rumor. The Rock's gonna be there.
I don't think he's gonna be there.
I thought
You don't
he's.
think so?
I thought they might play it like he won't be there, and Roman will feel slighted that he wasn't there to acknowledge him.
Agree.
Even though now the Rock's saying like, "Oh, I'm not in wrestling shape for WrestleMania, so I won't be there."
Oh, is that what he's saying now?
Yeah.
Well, it's the fact that he acknowledged it means he's coming back.
He's
so.
not in wrestling shape. Look at the guy. The guy
I know.
That's exactly what I said.
Black Adam.
He's bigger than he ever was before at 50-something years old.
Yeah.
It was funny because I told Lupe I saw someone post this on Twitter, and it says, "The Rock, I'm not in ring shape to be at WrestleMania. WWE puts electricity on the Royal Rumble poster, drops new Rock merch, starts uploading videos of The Rock to YouTube. Y'all ain't fooling anybody."
Did they release new Rock merch? I didn't hear about
Supposedly.
that. Is it another I Bring It shirt? And I got that shirt.
I'm curious with the
Boots
show
to
next
asses.
week if they're gonna like really try to like change up the look of it. Really go.
It would be nice to go full retro
instead of just a giant screen.
Yeah,
the stupid LED screens that we've been stuck with.
I
for
thought
years.
someone said they're even bringing back like the old opening, like the song.
I believe that. I think they did that on a couple other anniversary shows.
But as of right now, I think the only ones that I saw confirmed for the show, besides like the Bloodline thing, is Hogan,
He's gonna get booed so bad.
Michaels and Triple H,
Yeah,
Flair and Undertaker.
I heard Flair canceled.
Why'd you hear that?
It was on his podcast, and that's what I heard. I don't know if
I thought Wrestling
I
Observer.
just found out
Maybe
that
it
Ric
went back
Flair's
on
real
it or
name is
something.
not actually Ric Flair. It's something else.
Richard Fleer.
No, but
Richard
his-
Fleer. I just heard about that.
But his birth name is like Fred Parker.
Right? Yeah, I heard about
I
that.
just found that out.
Yeah.
What the hell?
brought that up.
Yeah. I think Sal Monster talked about it.
Yes,
on
he
his
did.
podcast. Talked about how he has a birth brother, like a brother from his actual parents, and he like declined to meet him or something.
He said, "No, I don't want to meet him."
He's like, no, I'm 70-something years old. I don't care. Woo. An only
The
child,
Nature
woo.
Boy,
I posted
Fred something. I don't even remember anymore.
Fred Douglas.
I
Hello, Douglas.
posted something in one of my group chats I'm in. It's like a bunch of wrestling fans, and I was like, "Oh, old booze bag is at it again." It was a video of Flair at a bar, like buying this young woman shots or something.
Of course.
Well, they say now he just he's supposed to stop drinking because he had that heart scare.
He's not.
And then now apparently he just waits for 5 o'clock every day.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Man, him coming back for that last match thing was. I mean, I didn't watch it. I couldn't watch it.
Well, didn't he like pass
he said
out?
he wishes it went differently.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
He sold like 10,000 tickets to it.
Yeah. Well, it's
wild.
Ric Flair.
Supposedly, he said he doesn't want to have another last match. He just wishes the last one went differently.
Sure. It looks like he was.
I'm
was
sure
like
a lot
going in
of
a
people
cardiac
wish it
arrest
went differently.
in the match. Yeah, it's pretty.
I mean,
bad.
he had the iconic blood in his hair.
Oh yeah, he's still bladed.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna blade. Woo.
Fred Phillips.
Still,
Fred Phillips.
still
Same
probably
thing.
went drinking afterwards. Also,
Yeah, I believe it.
Well, that's like who else has a weird real name? Michaels.
Oh, Hickenbottom.
Michael Hickenbottom.
Michael
Hickenbottom.
Sean Hickenbottom. What a name.
I don't think that name would have worked in the WWE.
The childhood dream has come true for Michael Sean Hickenbottom. By God, Sean Michael Hickenbottom. Michael Sean Hickenbottom. By God.
Should we introduce our guests? I mean, I'm sure everybody knows who one of them is.
I'm an ominous voice. That's all. That's all you need to know. I hope you make my voice sound like this.
Voice modulator.
Just put
Batman
the
voice modulator.
Just put the filter on the whole episode.
Yep. I can't be heard on here.
Again?
It's nothing. Yeah, again.
Yeah, I guess we can do that.
Yeah, we should.
It's been a while.
I should do that.
I'm not used to this anymore.
What's the name of the podcast now?
Impulsive Thoughts.
Okay. I already knew, but I asked just to hear you say it. So, isn't that a Logan Paul's podcast?
His is
Impulsive?
just
His is
impulsive,
impulsive.
but
It's spelled with
it's spelled with Paul in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are affiliated with Logan Paul.
Hey, I mean, hey, I'll take it. Shit, that's money.
Yeah, right.
Speaking of
And a lot
wrestling,
of it.
Hey, probably a Royal Rumble entrant. Oh no, he's real injured, isn't he?
There's a They said it's not as bad. It was just it wasn't as his ACL wasn't as torn and
Right.
bad as they thought it was.
But isn't he in trouble again for doing something stupid?
Yeah.
Something with like a crypto thing, right?
Yeah, that's what
I
I
don't
heard.
know.
He's in trouble
Not
for
surprising, but-
stealing people's money or something, or I don't know. Oh my, it's a dog.
All right.
they're like, yeah, screw that guy.
Are you looking forward to the Cena Theory WrestleMania match?
If that happens, sure.
I thought I saw something the other day that said that's what they're aiming to do.
I want to see John Cena versus Bald Spot. Who's going to come out on top of that one?
Why does he
I
have
don't
that?
know. I mean, it's not a bad thing. He's going bald. He's in his mid 40s or late
He's
40s.
he's 40, probably gonna be 46 this year.
He's up there,
45.
but his hair's so long, it looks so weird.
It does.
Just put a patch back there.
Well,
or
he made
something.
fun of it on
It
TV
looked-
the one
it-
time. He's like, I still think this is a good idea, and he pointed it.
Yeah.
It looks like if you leave something on the grass for a while and it just
Yeah.
creates that dead spot.
Right. I mean, I feel like he could, with modern science, he could probably bring that back pretty easily. And he's
Yeah.
super
Just-
rich. Why
Just
not?
do just do the Urlacher.
Yeah, talk to
treatment.
Urlacher. What the
Right.
fuck?
And no one would even tell because it's not in the front. His front hair is fine.
As long as we don't see like 80 billboards in Chicago.
Oh,
for
God.
Somebody was saying that,
Can you see my hairline?
somebody was saying the reason why he hasn't done that or gotten rid of the hair is because a lot of the roles he takes in movies. Like, is that a plausible like explanation?
Why his hair is long?
Like, yeah, why he keeps the hair looking like that? Because it makes him kind of look fluky.
I guess, but you could still get your hair fixed in the back, in the big bald spot.
I mean, doesn't that create more work then? Because they have to edit it if they show the back of him.
I guess. I don't know.
No, but I think they
we're
want
talking
it
about
there for that purpose.
Still talking about Cena.
Want the bald
the
spot
bald
there?
spot to make him look fluky.
To make him look fluky. John Fluky Cena.
Maybe it'll lead to another first time, last time ever Rock Cena match.
Sure.
That looks good.
You want one?
I'm not gonna say no.
They're talking
Fridge
about
right behind you.
a can that Lupe is drinking. I know no one can see it, but that's what's happening.
Tis the White Claws.
Yeah.
A White Claw?
White Claws. White.
What?
White.
You know you have a Truly in there too.
I'm just drinking my water.
Oh man, I'm so proud of this guy.
What?
I am.
Any other special?
I mean, it's
Rumble
not that
entrances
much.
You think they're gonna have?
It's Don. He doesn't drink.
No, big things are happening right now. I mean, for crying out loud, look
He
at his
has a
head.
haircut. I
He
need to
has
take a picture.
haircut. It's not
Can I take
just
a picture
one.
of your haircut?
You do have a haircut.
He's like, yeah, I saw that one coming a mile away.
I need to get a haircut. My hair's way too long right now.
Donnie is actually
Walter, grow it out
styling a
again.
haircut.
It's too thin to grow out now. I'm going the Cena route. Oh,
On that note,
my back.
James,
We're all too old.
James, since you haven't been here in a while, why don't you do the intro?
How
Oh yeah, I guess you really don't. I mean, I don't know. Make it up.
For those of you that don't know,
Improv, man.
this is a new podcast.
stuff.
Welcome
It's
to
not
the
a-
new. Welcome
it's
to the
not
new
new.
podcast. Well, no, it's just renamed and same bullshit, different name.
Pretty much.
That should have been the name of the podcast. Same bullshit, different day.
Damn, that's actually
is
pretty
really
good.
Name change asterisk again.
That's actually pretty good.
As an
Why didn't you
outsider?
say that like
DD podcast.
2 months ago?
Did you guys already like rewrite it on everything?
Thoughts don't
No.
come to me.
Could
like
we
that.
do
They
that?
just-
Could you
Well,
you
they're
do that?
also-
I can't say that anymore.
That was an impulsive
That
decision.
was an impulsive thought.
You guys just dropped Logan Paul like a bad habit.
like
Well, there goes
everyone
our
else.
endorsement money.
Oh no. Well, I mean, I don't know if you want to associate with that guy anyway.
Yeah, might be better not to. All right, go ahead, James.
Well,
Go.
welcome to the new-ish podcast called Impulsive Thoughts.
Formerly known as Three Guys and a Stogie.
Yeah, that.
Possibly also known soon as Same Bullshit, Different Day. We don't know yet.
Yeah, I mean that. Honestly, it sounds pretty good.
I heard the Stogie is suing.
He is.
Stogie is.
Involved. He was never even in the podcast.
Oh,
No, we did once or twice.
He was on there?
Yeah.
once. Oh, it was only one. Anyways,
I'm going to bring him back from last time.
I'm James, joined here by my two friends and a brother and a cousin. We got to my right, we got Lupe here,
Your favorite host with the most.
favorite host with, yeah, that one. We got Don right across from me, and we got, for this episode, we have my brother Walter on with us and also my cousin Alex. Say hello, fellas.
Hello, fellas.
Saying hello, fellas.
Hello, Mr. Burns.
Well, I'm sure we'll get into all that.
Yes, we will.
Kind of a lame, lackluster intro, but
What are we talking
mean,
about? Figure skating?
we haven't
or what's
we haven't really
I thought it was like curling.
done it yet.
curling?
John Cena's there.
John
Might,
Cena's hair.
Might
That's
have-
the whole topic.
might have
John
to call
Cena's hair.
Porter for the curling thing.
Oh, God, no.
Is Porter a big
So
curling
he's in New
fan?
York.
Oh, Porter's in New York?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I took a vacation trip.
Him and Jamie.
Nice. New York's awesome. I loved going to New York.
Never been. I want to go.
Chicago, you
It was
could
all
do
right.
better.
It was fun. The pizza was good.
That's hilarious. When I was in, like, me and James and my brother John were there, like before the pandemic.
No, that's New York.
Not it's New York. This is like November 2019, and we were walking into Ellis Island, I think, and there was these like group of little kids walking out, and they were wearing, I think, like it was New York stuff, and I had like a Bulls shirt on or something like that. And he was like, "Chicago, you could do better."
You can do
I was like, "Wow,
You
this
can do
is a real
better.
thing. This is a real thing around here."
We were like just getting off of the ferry boat thing,
Yeah, right.
and we're
was
passing this
hilarious.
kid, and he
It's
just
like a movie,
was like, "What? Get back to class."
right? So are we actually talking about all wrestling all the time today?
Pretty much. We want to know stories about the CWA. Tell us about the CWA.
Are we doing
why,
that first?
And why?
No, we don't have to do that first.
And why the videos were erased from YouTube.
We'll get
But
into
apparently
that
they
later.
still exist. They're just
They still exist.
invisible.
But there was a real reason why they were taken off of YouTube, and we'll get to that when we get to it.
Yeah. We should probably talk about in general wrestling first, right?
Well, I mean, we already have.
I mean, we have been.
Well,
But
that's
keep
just
it up.
random stuff.
It's been
That's the whole point.
No, true. Impulsive thoughts.
Yeah.
easily the most newsworthy year in wrestling, though.
Oh, 2022
Yeah.
and
2022. And going into
2023 still
2023.
going.
What do you mean? It's been pretty boring this year. I don't know. Nothing major's happened.
Not at all.
No allegations.
Oh, that whole thing.
No switches of power anywhere.
What are the allegations we're talking about? The Vince McMahon ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, those are crazy.
He just paid him what?
That guy's an asshole.
something like that.
Thanks, Jim. What, he just paid out a couple more $1 million a couple days ago from an allegation from
That
1986.
super old one, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Rita Chatterton, I believe.
right.
was her name.
The former
The
referee.
fabulous Moolah.
Oh no,
What?
she's
She
not
was
around
a
anymore.
piece of work too.
Yeah, I remember they tried to name that battle royal after WrestleMania a few
Yeah.
years ago, and they had to change it because everyone was like, "What?" She was basically a prostitute, a pimp, whatever.
A wrestling trainer pimp.
Pretty much.
Something like that.
I was
And
going
wrestler, too.
going through the feed on Instagram. I came across a video of was it the Fabulous Moolah or was it the other old
Mae Young.
May Young.
or was it Mae
Oh,
Young? When
God.
it says Mae Young has miscarriage.
Yeah.
Oh no, dude!
It's like, what?
Okay, let me tell this story.
about
Let me tell this story.
The hand baby.
The
hand
Mark
baby.
Henry.
So you know, we were just talking about me and Al and Barry were talking about going to Joe's Video to rent like old pay-per-views and stuff. Joe's Video in Calumet City. So I used to get a ton of them. Like I tried to, rent all of them at least once. And one of them was either a pay-per-view or a Best of Raw or whatever that segment was on with Mae Young giving birth to a hand. I remember being so confused watching that in the back. And of course, as soon as that happened, my mom walked
Oh,
in.
jeez.
Of course.
There we go.
She's like, what are you? What?
What is this smut?
What would have been worse though? That or the
When she flashed everybody?
the Kane angle with Katie Vick.
No, that was.
Oh,
gosh.
I don't know what would have been. Well, I guess that probably was
The
worse.
Katie Vick one was.
Yeah.
My mom didn't walk in on that, but I was so confused. I didn't even know what the hell was going
Well,
on.
I mean, how old were you in 2002?
I was.
That was 2002,
13.
right?
Yeah, that was like summer.
Summer, late, maybe late summer.
Yeah, I think I was 13.
02. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was-
because you're only a few months older
I was
than me.
yeah,
Yeah.
10 or 11.
right.
Something like that.
Necrophilia, always a great thing to have.
What a weird. And they shot that at a real funeral home with
Yeah.
an actual funeral happening like right next to the incident area.
So next door, there was in a real funeral home, they're shooting this, and then there's an actual funeral going on next door, and they had to be told, WWE did, to quiet down because they were way too loud.
I guess Triple H was moaning too much, trying to have sex with that mannequin.
Oh, fuck.
Wrestle crap at its finest.
I can't believe they actually did that.
They got away with so much shit in the 90s.
Right.
And
Well,
early
and that was
2000s.
early
Well, that-
2000s HLA. I remember that.
well, that Jesus.
And then they had it so it's like they're teasing it all night about hot lesbian action. And then like they just have like these two women come out and they actually get the lower third that said the lesbians. Like, what the hell is this? Then they come out and like they start to like make out or something, and then like 3-minute warning came out and beat the shit out of it. I was like, what the hell was that?
You guys got 3 minutes for this segment.
Who like was put over and like was Rosie and Jamal put over in that, or like what? We beat up some like small women. Like that was a good idea.
Well, that's-
Rosie and Mime.
Speaking of late 90s, early 2000s, to get in the mood for this, yesterday I started watching on Peacock the Monday Night Wars.
Oh, the documentary.
documentary.
Yeah.
The like movie or the
No,
series.
the episodic series.
Okay. All right.
I think the last episode I ended on was maybe the Mankind episode.
Okay, that's cool. I heard that's a good series. I don't
It is.
think I've watched
It rolls into the Ruthless Aggression series. The Ruthless Aggression series is really, really, really good.
That's cool. I think I may have seen like an episode or two of it.
Yeah,
but
it's go out of your way to watch it. I think
Yeah.
it's because I mean that's
free
when
on Peacock.
you and I really first started watching was
Yeah,
during that.
this
so.
was like 2002 was when I like you basically got me into.
I want that guy to win.
Like, we should talk about that. What are your first memories of like watching or hearing about wrestling? Or
Ooh,
Okay,
that's a good
well,
one.
obviously I heard about it when I was even younger. Like I started watching late 2002, or no, I'm sorry, late 2001, like the last
Right,
week of
yeah.
2001. So I was 10 years old, but I heard about it before. But I remember more so WCW because one of my buddies at school would talk about that.
yeah,
I think one of my earliest memories is like the Jericho
Mm-hmm.
debut, the Y2J.
oh yeah,
Happened in Chicago too.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
We confronted The Rock.
And I remember that I like that whole feud. I just wish The Rock would just whoop his ass, and then he ended up winning the undisputed titles, like both the titles and the.
Yeah, a couple years
2001.
later.
Yeah.
happened, yeah, which was so random.
I know.
And that happened. I was like, "Oh, this is bullshit."
He's not the undisputed king.
So my very first memory of watching it was WrestleMania 13.
Was WrestleMania 13
Yeah.
It's a hell of a place to start.
in Chicago too? Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, 13 was in Chicago. Was that the
shit,
Allstate, or sorry, the Rosemont Horizon?
The Rosemont Horizon, as Austin says.
And I remember watching it. I remember watching Undertaker's match, and he was coming down the ring, and he had all the what are they called? The ones that were standing.
Druids?
Yeah, the druids standing. And I remember coming home. I was a kid. I came home and I was telling my mom and dad all about it. I was like, yeah, it was the Black KKK.
Jeez.
And they were like, what?
That's what you said.
How old were you in 1997?
97?
Like 7?
Yeah, ish.
Man,
Wow.
9 maybe?
Probably, I think, probably 9.
9? Yeah. That was hilarious. I remember that. And then ever since then I was hooked.
That was
Wonder if Taker uses the Druids this Monday.
maybe.
Raw 30.
No, I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's
Or-
gonna be in the get up.
Or does
Oh,
he
you don't
come?
think so?
Or
No, I
does he
don't
come
think so.
out as American Badass?
Yeah, because he was on the graphic, and it was not him in
Oh, in the gear.
the.
Yeah, it was just him as like.
Is he gonna wear the snake pants? the American Badass. The one time he wore like those snake
Oh, I
skin
forgot about the one time he did. Yeah,
Hasn't he been wearing? Has he been wearing his gear for like his one man show thing he's been doing or
Pants. Does he
whatever?
have a one man show.
No, yeah, he does. But no, he wears like kind of. I'm assuming. There's no way
This
he wears like the whole dead man get up.
This is the graphic they.
Oh, okay. It's like the last thing he did basically when he was like 3/4 dead man, 1/4 American Badass. James, when was the first time you remember watching wrestling?
The back room in our house, Cal City. Unfortunately, I can't remember what like the first memory was of whatever we were watching. It was probably something that involved the American Badass version of Undertaker. That was around the time when I started paying attention to it or liking wrestling. So
Oh yeah, because he went to that around the Ruthless Aggression, right?
What
American
year,
Badass?
what
He went to
year
American
was
Badass in
2000. Yeah,
Yeah.
only from 2000
the botch finish of
2004.
the Judgment Day pay per view.
Yeah, I remember renting that from Joe's
So
Video.
2003, when Vince McMahon won that Buried Alive match at
Right.
Survivor Series.
Oh, it was in November, right? So it was only 2003. He came back in 2004 as the Dead Man, kind of the Dead Man. He was still wearing. Remember, he had like his bandana on under his fedora hat for a little while. I was like, that doesn't look good at all. I don't think you should wear that.
he just looked like he worked in a graveyard and he was digging up graves. That's all. It's like, hard day's work. Take the hat off.
Right. Keep it on.
What's your all time favorite promo?
Oh boy,
I think
Michael's Montreal.
Michael's Montreal's good. Rock Toronto.
2007 or
I,
whatever.
mine,
Pipe
might,
bomb.
mine might
Oh,
have
yeah.
to be
Pipe bomb
Rock
pump.
Survivor Series. I think it was where he mimics like Kurt Angle, Undertaker.
No, that's before Armageddon in 2000. Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought it
before
I'm
was.
gonna
Six
drink
man.
a big glass of milk,
Yeah.
some chocolate chip cookies, and maybe take 2 Viagra.
I think the best part though was him mocking Triple H talking about Stephanie.
I don't remember what he said.
I think he said something
Oh,
about
$2
Yeah.
for a wife. Yeah. Well, I like the part in that promo where he's talking about Austin.
Oh, yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
drink some Steve Weisers, listen to some Backstreet Boys, and then he in the
Yeah.
background was like, Backstreet Boys.
You're the King Lawler, always with the most random, like high pitched noises
Yeah.
after things. Puppies. Yeah, I love the Backstreet Boys call. Backstreet Boys. I think I'm trying to remember like the very first time that I watched wrestling, and it was before like we got involved in it. Like I remember, like it was so popular in the late '90s with Austin in WWF and Goldberg and WCW and NWO
Yeah.
and Hogan and all that stuff. Like I was so wanted to get into it at that point, but our parents did not. Me and James is more. It's more of my mom. My dad didn't care. I don't think.
No, he didn't care.
But she just was like against it 100%, which I don't blame her for like that much because it was really risque in the WWF at the time.
Yeah, especially at the younger age. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I get it, but I just wanted to watch Hulk Hogan for whatever reason. I know who he was, and I used to rent Mr. Nanny from Joe's Video.
Well, then you guys like that the Three Ninjas.
Pioneer
Ninjas.
Mega Mountain.
I didn't like that one.
But yeah,
Guys, I remember you guys always
Hogan was in it.
rent it and having it.
Yeah, we bought it eventually. But,
Yeah, I don't know.
and they had Ernest. The guy who played Ernest was in the Jim Varney.
So you were just a little Hulkamaniac then?
I was a little Hulkamaniac who wasn't allowed
Brother.
to be a Hulkamaniac.
Why does Ernest have a samurai sword
Yeah, right.
and a
Pioneer
mustache?
Mega Mountain. The first three Three Ninja movies weren't that bad. They were pretty good.
No, they were
Back in
fine,
the
but
day.
that one sucked, and
That one wasn't great. But
I
Hogan
didn't
was in
like
it.
it.
He played
He
Dave
was.
Dragon. And he had a wig.
Dave Dragon. Dave
like
Dragon.
an action star or something.
Oh, Walter, when did you first watch Rocky? Because Hogan's in that as Thunderlips.
Right.
So
You know,
maybe
that's
that too.
probably why. I the first Rocky movie I saw was Rocky 3 when I was 8. at
The
Frederick's house. My
ultimate
cousin's house.
male.
Yeah. So that's probably where it grew from. It was like, oh, this guy's like a huge wrestler too, and he was in Rocky. So of course, I'd want to be like a fan of that. I remember, I don't know if this was the match that Goldberg and Hogan had, where Goldberg won the title from Hollywood Hogan at
Georgia Dome.
Georgia Dome. But I swear I remember like trying to watch it one time on our front room TV, and like I saw like the entrance from Goldberg, and I saw Hogan coming out, and then that's when my mom came in and turned it off. And like I was like, just let me watch one time. So this
what-
had to be like '98.
Was it the
maybe?
Georgia Dome or the Silver Dome?
The Golden Dome?
Was this when he had the orange, red, and yellow tie dye and the?
No, this was
No,
was
Hollywood
NWO
Hulk
Hogan.
was he was in the black.
Yeah, this was
right?
black. This was NWO.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hogan. And I remember like really wanting to watch it, not being allowed to, and like people would ask me, "Hey, did you see Raw last night or whatever at school?" And I was like, I don't watch wrestling. I had to say that because I wasn't allowed to. But then like the first time I actually got into it was when I was 13, when Alex got into it first. Also, my best friend Harry was starting to get back into it at that time.
See, I can't imagine Harry as a wrestling fan.
He was me and him would be on the phone the entire time watching SmackDown and Raw.
Maybe
Like for 2 whole hours.
maybe that's why he told me to let him know when we release this episode.
Oh, sure. He's not going to listen to this. Harry's a busy man. But yeah, that's like I remember you getting into it at the same time. A few other people. I had another friend at school who was just starting to get back into it too. And I think that's when like Hogan and a bunch of other WCW guys were coming back. Goldberg was coming back around that time.
Yeah.
02, 03 and stuff. So it was kind of an exciting time, but it also wasn't the best product at that point.
No, it wasn't.
It had some good stuff and some bad stuff.
02 had some really, really good stuff. The 7 undisputed champs that were that year, or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
7.
Hogan won the belt back again that year.
That was exciting.
What year was the Mankind Undertaker match?
98.
98.
King
was
of the
it?
Ring.
Yeah.
Talking about the Hell in a Cell match?
Yeah,
The spectacle.
where he fell off.
Yeah. That was another Joe's Video rental. Plug for Joe's Video no longer exists.
But the building is
R.I.P.
still there.
The building is still
the
there.
building
Did they
is
still have
there.
a sign on it? The Big
I don't
Joe's
know.
Video
You been
sign?
past that?
I haven't been past that in a really long time.
Well, it's
I
just
think
been sitting there.
the sign might be gone, but like
There's still stuff inside, right?
I
think they have
don't
the
remember.
video
Go
stand.
get some free
what I
videos.
recall is like the sign being gone, but you know how like over time rain and sunshine kind of
Weathers it.
yeah, so you could see where the sign used to be and the letters would still exist. But I don't know. I haven't been past that in like years.
It's a nice building, too.
Yeah.
Brick, yeah.
Yeah, I remember thinking it looked cool.
I remember walking in. It was cool.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a ton of pay-per-views there you could rent. That was where I got exposure to the old stuff before the WWE Network.
Now promos, what those are like little backstage skits that they do between people, or is that just
Promo is
Backstage
like,
or in the ring.
Right.
It could have been.
it's like someone on the mic talking.
Yeah.
Is a promo.
oh
You call it
well?
promo.
Would you call would you call this a promo? I always see it's reoccurring on my feed. It's like the backstage interaction between Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle, and he's drinking the gallon of milk, and then Brock Lesnar slaps him on the back, and he spits the gallon out like on this lady or something. It was hilarious.
That's funny. Was this a recent thing?
Yeah, it comes back on my feed every so often.
Okay. That's funny.
Yeah.
Kurt and his milk.
Milkomania.
I loved it when he copied the Stone Cold thing when he brought the milk truck out.
He's
Are you
done that
talking-
about 5 times.
I'm about to say he just did it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did see
The
that.
first time they did it, it was really good, but
Yeah. I mean, that was 01, right?
01,
That was during the Alliance days.
Oh yeah. Fuck the
Members of the Alliance.
the biggest botch in wrestling history.
Yeah. Didn't work
The
out.
invasion storyline.
Didn't quite work out.
The invasion.
Well, who are like our favorite wrestlers then? Do we have any like absolute favorite?
Top for me is The Rock.
Mine's Rey Mysterio. I was a fan of the mask. That was always really cool to
Big
me.
CM Punk guy too.
Yeah.
I was always an Austin fan, and then like my high flyer was Jeff Hardy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
Jeff Harvey.
Harvey. Mike Adamle, what a guy. Al, I remember. You know what's funny? I remember you like posting on Facebook. This was like right after Jeff Hardy was like finally getting like a WWE Championship shot and stuff. He was like really starting to be pushed. And he posted like a picture of him, and it said, "My new idol."
That was on MySpace, and I remember. It was on
Oh
MySpace.
God, was in MySpace.
Yes, it was on MySpace.
My
I
new
remember
idol.
it.
I remember that. And I was like, wow, that's his new
You
idol.
remember way too much shit. Way too much. You can pick out this little.
It was a
moment.
weird
James, you know how he is
thing.
with stuff.
It was a weird thing.
I was freaking 16.
I was just like your new idol.
Then he probably went to rehab 2 months later.
Yeah, that's too bad.
That is too bad. I mean that seriously.
Wait, is you're still at Orton then?
Of all time, that's tough, man.
I know you like to rock and Scotty Too Hottie.
I love Scotty.
Scotty Too Hottie
That
was
was-
The Mac Daddy.
That was one of the first guys when I
Wait.
started watching it all the time. One of the first guys I saw was Scotty Too Hottie, and he did the worm. So,
Yeah.
man, I don't know. That's tough. I don't know. Give me a minute. Go for me.
I think I always loved like the old school Hogan stuff, like going back to watch all that stuff, and like the NWO days were fun to see. And then when he came back, that was when I was watching when I first got into it. So it was just like this big. It was like a perfect moment to get into it for me because it was like this. The old workhorse. Well, I guess he's not really a workhorse, is he? And not
In
except
Japan.
only in Japan. The old like guard was coming back, and I was like a big fan of. Like I said before, a big fan of like his stuff outside of wrestling, and then actually getting to see him wrestle when I was first starting to watch. Like it was like just the perfect time.
Yeah.
So I was a big Hogan fan back then. Number one all time, I still go with Michaels. I think Shawn Michaels. CM Punk's right
That's
there.
a solid pick.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels.
I mean, yeah, I'd probably say Orton and The Rock, probably. But
Orton's a good pick.
I also like, since I did like wrestle on the indies for like a couple years, like I did find more an appreciation with the guys who were really athletic. So like the Shelton Benjamins of the world, and
Shelton
guys
Benjamin.
like him.
Kofi.
Kofi
Too.
Kofi Mania.
Oh, what is that? What was that?
Ooh, let's see if he has a spot next Saturday.
What is that
Fucked it up
team
last
that he
week-
used to
last
be
year.
on?
What?
What was that team he used to be on?
Who's that?
Kofi Kingston.
New Day. He's
New
still
Day.
on him.
So that's still a thing.
They're tag champs in NXT right now.
I remember when they came
Oh,
out
the
with some
Big
cereal
E.
called Bootios.
Big E still
It
It was funny.
Yeah.
No, they're funny, man. I like that they walked out. Do they still do that? They walk out with like the trumpet and stuff.
Francesca too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Francesca, you're right.
What?
The name of
calls
the
it
trumpet.
He called it.
The first one got destroyed, so he calls the new one Francesca too.
Oh,
Francesca Jr.
yeah. Those guys are funny. I enjoyed them when I did see them.
Hopefully, Big E will be back soon.
Yeah, I just don't want him to get hurt seriously because, I mean, that was pretty nasty.
What happened?
Yeah, it was. He broke his
Landed
neck.
like right on his neck.
Yeah, fucked his neck up, and yeah.
Damn.
It was bad.
But do you have an all-time favorite moment? Like one of mine would be Punk winning in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean we were there.
Being there.
So
Oh, that's awesome.
It was one of the greatest moments.
the building was shaking.
A
Like,
few,
it was
few,
ridiculous.
few hours before his contract expires.
Well, he signed what the story is. He signed the
backstage.
deal during that show.
Right.
The new deal, yeah.
That's what I heard. Yeah, that's. I don't think we're ever gonna. No matter what show we go to, like,
It's
never gonna match that excitement. It was crazy. It was just a madhouse. But everyone was so. I mean, like, and they were pumping in those stupid Cena, "Let's Go Cena"
Yeah,
chants.
yes, they were.
Like no one. There was like like 20 girls and like a bunch of kids. that maybe were Cena fans that night, and there was no way they were matching how loud people were chanting "Cena sucks" or "CM Punk."
No, that was a more. And even so, there wasn't a like you said, there wasn't a lot of like younger kids and girls there. That was a more mature show,
Right.
Like
So,
with the audience. So yeah.
I remember Barry. I don't know. He wasn't backstage at Money in the Bank, but like I think some shows before that or after that, where like he saw that they were
after that.
actually pumping in the
Yeah,
Let's Go
yeah.
Cena sucks.
He was backstage. Extreme Rules was the first one.
Yeah, right.
2012, I think. Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense why that stupid chant would keep going. It's like there's no way there's this many people cheering this right now. There's no way.
Yeah, I always wished Cena would do that heel run, like a good heel run.
That would have been great. That's why I feel bad about like one of the things I don't like about Cena's run at all is that we never got to see what he could have been like in different roles because he's obviously extremely talented.
That's like Hogan with WCW. He didn't want to do the heel run at first,
right?
But then he saw what they were doing with Hall and Nash. He was like, "All right, I'll give it a try."
Yeah.
It would have been funny to see, say, hypothetically, Cena did go heel. Like, who would have been like the next big baby face? They could have created
a new when he would have won,
say 2010.
Orton was still. I mean, was that the?
No, that's when Orton was.
Yeah,
Orton was
Orton
so
was like
popular.
Wasn't that when
for a while.
Orton was like the best heel?
Well,
Like-
2009. That's when he
Yeah.
like kissed Stephanie McMahon.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh!
But
Yeah,
then the
that
next year,
so
he was
messed
the
up.
dude was just over like gangbusters.
Yeah,
It
people
was
were
crazy.
for him. Yeah, it could have been him. Could have been Batista. There were guys that could have taken over that top spot.
No, it just would have been nice to see if somebody else who maybe
A new
wasn't-
guy.
Yes.
I don't know who was like a mid Carter who could have taken a top spot at that point. I'm not sure.
Dolph.
I don't have Walter's memory. I can't.
Yeah,
think
no,
who
I'm
was-
thinking. I'm like 2010.
Yeah, I don't know. Edge would have stayed a heel, so I don't know who would have. I can't think of anyone besides Orton or Batista.
Rated R superstar.
Rated R superstar. I'm so glad he got to come back.
Yeah.
I know he's only got a little time left. It sounds like he's going to be for real retiring soon, but
Yeah, well, I think he said his very last match will be the Raw in Toronto this year.
I hope it's not just a Raw. I hope he has a big pay-per-view match.
I'm sure he'll have like the Priest or Balor match,
Right.
but
What's that?
I'm
faction
pretty
called?
sure he
Judgment
said
Day?
Raw in Toronto will be his last show.
I thought they were maybe bringing SummerSlam there next year or this year,
Oh.
but I could be wrong. No, that was a few years ago. Never mind.
I want to see him bring back the old tights.
The classic ones that said
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are always awesome. I remember they were like a lighter version of this color, like a lighter aqua color.
I know it won't happen, but I just want him to go against Priest, and then have Christian and what was his name? The other one in the Brood.
Oh, Gangrel.
Yeah, and have Gangrel in his corner.
That'd be the shit.
Yeah, okay.
Isn't he with
Tony
AE
Khan ain't gonna let him
I was
go.
gonna say, isn't he with AEW now?
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Unless
know.
Tony Khan buys
I was gonna
WWE.
say,
Oh man, that's
It is possible.
Shad might buy it.
It is a possibility, but I just can't see Vince selling to the Khan family. That
no.
would be
I mean,
no
hilarious.
way.
If
That'd
Shad,
be so unlike Vince.
No, it would not.
They'd
make
have to
sense.
double the bid, like 14 billion.
yeah,
Yeah. I can't see it happening.
they'd have to throw a bunch of coke in for Tony too.
Yeah, the guy likes Coca-Cola. Leave him alone.
Dude lives on Red Bulls. Just lives on them.
Sure, Red Bulls. We'll go with that.
I think as far as like favorite moments, I actually have a clip of my favorite moment. And James, we actually just recently talked about this one. I'm gonna play it. I don't know if you guys can hear. I'll turn it up so you guys can hear.
Come down here, face to face, Booker.
The game's calling out Booker T.
Book, you're nothing but a common street thug.
Wait a minute. That's not Booker's music. What? He's
Oh.
back. It's Goldust King. I see it's Goldust. Goldust is back. He got electrocuted. I remember it was yesterday. And he hasn't been the same since.
He still sells that to this day.
I know that deep down in the cock, yeah, cockles of your heart, you are worried. Yeah. Is it what? And at WrestleMania,
And Ric Flair and Triple H are dying at this moment.
You're going to find out that you cannot judge a book by its... cornbread, damn it, cornbread.
What is wrong with him? Well, you know, you gotta keep him on. It's not that you shouldn't laugh at him. He's got a problem. He has an affliction, man.
You're killing me, man. You're killing me. All right. Listen, I can see you. I can see you're serious about this. So, I'm sorry. I interrupted you. I'm sorry. You go ahead and finish what you're saying. I'm sorry. I'll be serious. When it's all over, said and done, and you, Triple H, lose your world world title, and you will. To a book, man, then you will never. Hold on. Wait a minute. I think I know where you're going with this. Go something like this. I will never forget the name. Go.
Oh, hey, don't let him hurt about it. He's got an affliction.
He's got an affliction.
WrestleMania. Yay.
Now that was because I remember when that started, there was like a brawl backstage, and
Yeah, I think it was a match, wasn't it? It was a no holds barred match.
Goldust got his hands on a sledgehammer, and he goes to hit somebody with it. I don't remember who it was. They duck, and he hits this transformer, and it starts sparking and everything, and he's like stuck to it, and he's like shaking and convulsing, and then
I don't remember
that's what I remember.
Part. I thought he just like thrown into it or something.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know why I remember it like that in my mind, though.
Would you get electrocuted by that?
Well, it's metal. Well, it's metal going through wood. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't
I don't
so,
know.
'cause
I don't
it's
know
a wood
that.
handle, but
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it was metal.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oops,
Maybe Walter's right and I'm wrong. Yeah, Walter's probably right because you know what? Back
That
to what
memory.
Alex said about. Well, I have a terrible memory.
I don't
and then
have a good memory.
Alex, like, he remembers all this stuff.
Walter, you pick out the most microscopic thing from 19 years.
I think let's go with
But
Walter's right.
That's why I only remember the weirdest random things. I don't remember important things. Ask me what my wife's birthday is. I could tell you, but it might be hard.
Speaking of wife, congratulations, Alex.
Oh, thank
Oh
you.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Appreciate it.
Strudel.
Not married yet, guys. Not married yet.
What?
Well,
We're on your
okay,
way.
congratulations on the
We're on the
engagement.
Yellowbrick Road, pal.
Yeah.
You can make your way over there. It's the land of Oz and marriage.
It's overrated.
Thinking of
Got any good
speaking of strudel and all that stuff, that's a wrestling thing that we have.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
be using their noodle.
No!
They're probably thinking of the people's strudel. Yeah.
That was the
Random rock promo.
random rock promo that
2001.
that we just use as a thing we always talk about now. Saying yeah, strudel, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like everyone, like I think like everybody in our family says that, and half of them don't even know what that's from. They just know you said that or I said that. Classic moments.
he would ask everyone backstage, "Would you like some of the people's strudel?"
I think Rock has probably the best promos ever. Like
Hands down, I'd
he's
say.
just so good on the mic.
Yeah, he's great. He's especially for comedy and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Even when he came back, though, I really liked the promos between him and Punk.
Yeah, I think Punk and Michaels are like number one for me.
You put Sean above Rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Rock.
Al's like, interesting. All right.
No,
Rock's great.
I understand. I get it.
I mean, like Michaels is just a little more realistic, I guess. Like Rock's always like joking around, or when he gets serious, it's like, "I'm gonna kick your candy ass." It sounds just like that too.
Your candy ass.
Kick your
I can
candy
see
ass.
that. I think.
Yeah.
I
love the Rock promos, of course, but I mean,
I think
Michaels, when he was
comedically,
great, he was
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I think comedically, The Rock was a little bit better than Michaels.
for sure.
But you're right. There was a point where Sean could just be straight serious. And yeah, he was
Not
very
now.
good at that. Not
Whenever
now,
he's,
no.
I guess he's the GM or whatever of NXT, or the commissioner.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's fun.
Well, or yeah, because they were. I think it was him who cut the promo they were supposed to do with New Day the other day, because they were supposed to do like some funeral promo, but it was the day that Briscoe died.
Oh,
So they had to rewrite.
Yeah, so they cut that promo and rewrote what they were doing.
yeah, that's a bad situation, man.
That's a sad
Terrible.
situation. His daughters,
but-
jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think hands down one of my favorite promos is the pipe bomb.
yeah, of course.
Happened in Vegas.
In Vegas, yes. Lead up to Money in the Bank.
Of course, Alex would know that.
Probably where Al's wedding is going to be, some nightclub in Vegas.
You're gonna get married in Vegas?
No.
Okay.
James asked me the same thing.
This is the first night I was like,
You're not going
so
to
we
do the
going to
Triple H
Vegas?
Stephanie wedding?
Drive-through
wedding.
wedding.
Yeah, that was good.
But yeah, the pipe bomb, and then one of my other favorite ones was when he was going with The Rock, and he had the line, "Your arms aren't long enough to box with God" or something like that.
Yeah.
He said,
Oh, the internet loved that one.
"Yeah,
It's with God. Yeah, it was pretty great. It was pretty great.
I think the worst guy that did promos was Sid Vicious.
Oh,
It was terrible.
Yeah.
yeah, I just remember him as Sid Justice from like WrestleMania was at 9.
He
Sid Justice.
he had a backstage promo during Raw, and JR was interviewing him, and he messed up his lines. And he's like,
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
let's shoot it again. And JR was like, no, we're live, buddy.
Yeah, right.
did he really do that?"
Yeah, look it up. I swear to God.
Then he went like right back into it.
Jesus.
No, we're live, buddy.
Sid Justice. Psycho Sid.
Trying to think if there'd be anyone that would be worse than him at promos.
Animal. Animal was pretty bad because he was just always
On cocaine.
on cocaine.
Enzo had
I
some
think that was
entertaining
Hawk
ones.
more, wasn't it?
Oh
Hawk
no,
was-
I'm sorry, I'm not thinking of Animal. Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
You put the spaceship in the rocket fuel. And you fill it with the warriors.
Yeah, his stuff's crazy. That self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior DVD is freaking hilarious.
I don't think
I
I've
bought
watched
it.
it in like 15 years.
It's been years since I have to, but I remember like as soon as that came out, I was like, I gotta get this. This looks crazy. And then they brought him back, and then got that one promo.
Yeah.
Scary,
And I
eerie
heard-
promo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was nuts.
What was it?
His promo was about like the last beat of someone's heart or someone. And then he died of a heart attack like the next day.
Every
Yeah,
man
literally
has
the
his
next
last breath.
Yeah.
literally the next day he died.
Yeah. Do you think he would have wrestled a match if he was gonna stick around? Because he was still in shape.
I think he would have.
You think so?
Yeah.
Didn't want to go out wrestling Orlando Jordan on the on the Indies.
At least he wasn't lowered in caution tape.
Oh man, they were pushing him for a while. I remember that. Oh boy.
I still think about like all the controversial shit that went on in like the 90s and shit like that. Like when they hung, when Undertaker hung Big Boss.
Big
Oh,
Boss
my
Man,
God.
yeah, WrestleMania 15.
That was nuts.
Yeah, it was a real deal.
Then when he hung Austin on an episode of Raw, right?
He put him on a cross,
Put him on a cross. and
or
he was
his
like,
the TX
the
sign.
TX sign. He was
Yeah.
like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Didn't he do the same-
He did the same
He
thing
did
to
the same thing
Stephanie.
with Stephanie.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he was getting like demonic type stuff.
Yeah, borderline. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I did not like the
Ministry.
Ministry and Undertaker stuff at all.
Yeah, was
I-
Back and watching it.
I liked the ministry stuff, but I didn't like it when it was the corporate ministry.
Corporate,
corporate
ministry.
ministry.
What a weird combo.
Yeah.
Corporate ministry.
So what, do they like dress
hell was
up
that
in
even?
suits or something? And
I don't know. Have you heard about the good word of our Lord and Savior, the Undertaker?
our Lord and Savior Vince McMahon.
No. Oh no. Well, he's something, isn't he?
Yeah.
McMahonism.
McMahonism. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. McMahonism. It's gonna be you and God.
Shawn Michaels versus Shawn Michaels and God.
It was Vince McMahon. It was and Shane.
Yeah.
Vince and Shane versus Shawn Michaels and God, and they gave God an entrance. Stupidest fucking thing I've ever.
Wasn't it just like a spotlight going
Yeah,
down
it was a
the?
spotlight going down the ramp, and they had like choir music and
Yeah,
stuff.
Oh,
Oh, come on, God!
that was when Michaels got sober, right?
Got
This was like
sober.
2006.
This was
yeah, that was
years
probably
ago.
when it
Yeah, I
came
thought
back.
that's why they did the whole God angle.
Oh, because he was a religious
Yeah.
guy after he came back. But I mean, like, dude, what the hell was that?
It's gonna be Shawn Michaels and God.
Wow.
I'm going to inject.
I mean, Vince is the one who always had some pretty fucking stupid ideas.
Well, yeah. I
That's
mean, you
what-
can't discount his good ideas, but I mean,
Yeah.
I
Well,
know
that-
he-
Like when he dropped the N-word.
Oh my god!
No.
Anyone else would be done for that.
And then the
Like,
fact
He's
that Booker
Teflon.
T was
I know.
standing there
and
too.
yeah, right.
That's another one that
He's like,
popped up
"Oh,
on my
it's
feed
fine."
recently. That one.
That one.
That
Yeah.
pops up
Thanks, Mike.
every year on my feed.
Yeah, messed up.
But
Sent it to John Cena.
that's why they were saying in that Monday Night Wars one, like I think in the first episode, that's why Bischoff went like with a more like serious and realistic type wrestling, because at the time WWE was just doing like the goofy off the
Plumbers
wall
and
shit.
stuff.
Yeah, probably when they do the gobbledygook.
Oh, the gobbledygooker.
Yeah.
I think that was 92.
Gobbledygook.
Oh, so that was way earlier.
Yeah.
There was a character named the
It was a
Gobbledygook.
turkey, yeah, hatched from an egg.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
I think it was what Survivor Series that did that.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't wrestle or anything.
No, I don't.
It, but it's some weird thing they did back then.
Okay.
They definitely did have some like weird gimmicks back.
The Repo Man,
Repo Man,
Dinkin'
Shockmaster.
Shockmaster is WCW, I think.
Oh,
Shockman. Yeah, I remember Shockman.
Crashing through the
Yeah.
his
His helmet fell off.
His bedazzled stormtrooper helmet falling off. Yeah, it's very unique.
What was his
Still
name?
a stormtrooper helmet.
Shockmaster.
Shockmaster.
Yeah, look up Shockmaster. You'll think it's hilarious.
Dink and Doink.
Yeah, I feel like Doink kind of was good for a little while because he was like when he was a heel, he was a bad guy. But like I don't know.
Another
Weird
weird one.
idea.
What was
Fred.
what was Nash's real weird gimmick? Oz?
That was WCW.
Was it?
hell?
Vinny Vegas.
Vinny Vegas. He was Oz in WCW first, though, right? And
I
then
thought,
Vinny Vegas.
I thought it was WWE did that.
What the
No,
fuck is
Big
this?
Daddy Cool Diesel, baby. You, Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
What you look at that
Diesel.
for?
What was another dumb one?
Oh.
The Mountie.
The Mountie. That was a real thing.
Oh yeah.
What about Mordecai?
Mordecai. Mordecai could have been a great idea, but they cut it off. I still don't know why.
Speaking of God, he looked very God-esque.
Well, he was like the anti-Undertaker. It was a really
Yeah.
cool idea to have a match with the Undertaker at least, and they didn't get there.
He beat Scotty Too Hottie.
Yeah.
Like Judgment Day 03, and then he just
He had a match against Hardcore Holly, I think, and he cut a big like backstage vignette promo about Eddie Guerrero, and then nothing happened.
That's right. Yeah, he who lies, cheats, and steals.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Yeah, it was
And
a
he-
cool idea,
It was.
but they didn't do anything.
Then he went on to be Kevin Thorne in ECW.
Yeah, and he was a vampire.
That was another one that I really followed was Eddie Guerrero.
Oh man,
Fucking loved Eddie.
loved Eddie Guerrero too.
My birthday buddy.
Oh
My
yeah.
birthday buddy.
Oh, is he? Oh wow.
Yeah. That stinks. Just one of those guys gone way too soon.
Oh yeah, for sure. There
So
was
good,
so many.
I wasn't
So many.
I wasn't watching when the Owen Hart thing happened, but obviously I've seen a lot of stuff since then. Were you watching that pay per view?
I didn't. I missed that
Oh,
pay
you
per view. It was
missed it?
Backlash or something like that, right?
It was Over the
Over the
Edge?
Edge.
Or no, yeah, Over the Edge. Backlash didn't come out for another few more years. But yeah, Over the Edge. I remember waking up the next morning to go to school, and my aunt called me, and she's like, "Hey, watch the news." And I'm like, "Oh wow!" Like that was the first one I remember ever like passing away from shit like that.
I mean, that's a crazy situation.
I think the first on camera thing that I remember like that was Lawler's heart attack.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, that was nuts.
I
Too.
remember they cut like this big like package together the next week, but with him wheezing and stuff. I was like, why would you do this? Like they made it super dramatic. Like I was like, this is a real event. You didn't have to cut together a
But-
dramatic package about him.
Yeah, but like even when that happened, or like the Owen Hart thing, like when that happened, Michael Cole I think it was Cole, did
Yeah,
a
it was
real
Cole.
good job of like
keeping it together and
Like,
everything like
yeah,
that.
like keeping
and then
it
he,
going
And he
and-
kept like updating people. And then at the end of the show, you knew like he was a lot better. And Michael Cole's like demeanor was just completely different.
Right,
he was
for sure.
more like active.
Oh yeah, he was more energetic.
yeah, energetic.
And that's right after they were like feuding on TV.
yeah.
Yeah,
Cole was still a heel at that point.
worst
Yeah.
feud ever.
Oh my gosh.
You don't
the
like
worst
you don't like
WrestleMania
him in
match.
his box.
In the
I
box.
think-
Oh my
Coal
god.
mine.
The coal mine. Their WrestleMania match is probably the worst Mania segment in history. It's got to be up there.
The reverse decision.
We did. Yeah, they reversed the decision. What? Makes no sense.
You know who should be back on SmackDown soon? The great Pat McAfee.
Oh, sure. He's a guy.
College football's
Everyone
over.
likes that guy.
Hey, he should be back soon.
Everybody likes Pat McAfee. He's a good athlete, man.
Had a,
Maybe we'll have a rematch with Vince this
he
year.
had a
He
pretty
had a-
good match.
Yeah.
He did have a match with Vince.
He was
lost
basically
a
just
football to the chest.
right. What the hell?
I
was
wouldn't
that?
count that as a real match.
He was running into Vince's body for a clothesline, like 5 times in a row. I think he just ran into Vince, and Vince barely stuck his arm out because he's 79 years old.
Yeah, that's
Shot
hilarious.
master.
Well,
like how he
that's like one of the
falls through
worst
the thing
one of the worst things
takes
ever is
his
trying to
helmet off.
trying to watch Vince sell a stunner.
Oh my God.
The one at WrestleMania this
Oh,
past
That
year.
was terrible. He just
so
fell.
old. Yeah, just stop doing it. And by the way, the stunner's like the simplest move to take ever. You just go down and just go on your back or on your side, like. You don't got to flip or something, or even go into the mat. You just take the thing and then fall down.
He
That's
just
what you gotta do.
he just like lazily falls over.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Terrible.
Ragdoll down. I think the best one to sell the stunner is The Rock.
Rock
jumped
had a
all
few good
Rock
ones.
was
Yeah.
great.
Oh,
Scott Hall.
at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't
Oh my
Shane do
gosh.
it? Shane sold it well too, right?
Yeah, I think he took like the Rock though, didn't he? He kind of bounced around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scott Hall took it like he like the double stunner at WrestleMania 18. Took the first one, he's like didn't get knocked over yet, and the second one he went like 8 feet. In the
Yeah.
air.
Yeah.
That was great.
Damn, that's another one that's passed away.
yeah.
Scott Hall.
Yeah, it really sucks about Scott Hall. It seemed like he was on his way back, and then
Then COVID hit, and
right, he was
Yeah.
by himself, and yeah, that's how it happens with a lot of these guys, man.
Speaking of Scott Hall, like, do you listen to Kevin Nash's podcast?
No, but I heard about him making some
Those
comments because his son just passed
Yeah.
away, and
Whose son did?
Kevin Nash.
Oh, really?
He made on his podcast. He made a suicide comment,
Ooh.
and they're like, "Wait a minute, you can't say that." He's like, "This is my podcast. I can say whatever the fuck I want."
I think he went on Twitter or something and was like, "Everyone, calm down. I got legs to train" or something. Like, okay. Well, stay safe, Kev. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah. Well, did you hear what happened with AEW when they tried doing something for Briscoe?
No,
Warner Brothers wouldn't let them.
still.
now wait, is that true? Because that was just something that popped up today. I didn't see like a reliable source on that.
Didn't they put in memory of it before the show or something?
No, he wanted to.
I think it was someone from even like Fightful said something about it.
Oh wow.
Apparently, Tony Khan wanted to do like a full blown tribute episode, but like, I don't think so because there's still so much going on with that situation, and like especially with Briscoe's daughters and stuff like that, where there's still so much unknown.
Oh right, because they're in the hospital. still.
yeah.
That's
So
right.
I mean, I don't know how much.
Jeez, that sucks.
Yeah, it's a.
Well, I guess they didn't. I think the story I saw was they think Warner Brothers didn't want them to do it because of like those comments Briscoe had made like way back in the day, like 9 years ago or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, everyone
But-
loves digging up old stuff that people said from a decade ago and holding them.
That's the American way. Just dig everything up.
I guess.
Like when Mitch got
That's what I was
drafted,
gonna say,
they dug
didn't-
up his was it I love
I love
pissing
titties.
titties tweet or something.
Cancel him.
Everybody loves that.
Yeah.
Sorry, cancel though.
The James
But-
Gunn thing too. I tried to,
Oh yeah.
yeah, man. Wrestling. I mean, I don't watch every week anymore. I just can't watch 9 hours of
Oh, yeah,
like
it's
3 hours of
insane.
Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown, 2 hours of or 1 hour of Rampage, 2 hours of Dynamite.
So do you watch?
Hey.
Do you watch anything like at all during the week, or do you just pretty much keep up through podcasts and stuff?
I'm
like
just
that?
keeping up through the Sound Monster Sounds Off, baby. That's my number 2 podcast behind this one.
Yeah. What's number one?
I said behind this one.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Now
Guys
you
and
got to make
Impulsive Thought.
you got to make your number 3 Rollins now.
Does Ron have a podcast?
Yeah, Rollin has a podcast.
What is it called?
White Boy Reggae. White Boy Reggae. White Boy
Awesome.
Reggae.
What does he
Sorry.
talk about? Just
White Boy Reggie.
Reggaeton.
does he?
No, it's like reggae style music.
Oh, that's cool.
Sublime, you know.
Yeah, look that up.
I hope he doesn't care that we talked about it.
Hey, it's a free plug.
Plug it, man.
Well, I mean,
I'm sorry, everyone.
No, it's actually pretty good. I listen to. He has 2 episodes out right now.
Cool. Yeah, I'll listen to it.
Does he do it by himself or? Mm-hmm. Nice.
I love listening to your guys' stuff, man. Like, Yeah, or sorry.
Oh shit! I have to bleep that
Lupe's
out.
gonna have to fucking change that now.
Stir the pot.
Daphne and Velma.
I completely have no idea what you're talking
They
about.
have
A certain cousin does a podcast,
Yeah.
Oh.
and she doesn't do her real name on that podcast.
I don't really know why, but I mean that's cool. Hey.
It's what they explained it. I think
Something would work.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
they don't
okay.
want
I
like.
thought she smokes with everybody at
Isn't
work.
weed
she
legal
said,
now? Isn't it?
Not well. She lives in.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
legal.
Illinois.
It's legal. Right?
Don, you want to give her give the address?
I know, right?
Get it, take out.
I'll cut that out.
Part.
1, 2, 3 fake street.
I'm sorry, Velma.
Right. Stir the pot. This. I mean, like, yeah, I love when you guys try something like this. It's cool. So they're
well-
always top.
Yeah, we're gonna have planning on having a few other like we're gonna have a sports one. Try and get Chris, Anthony, and Poppy on that one.
Oh, that's fun. Cool. You should have a Chicago Bulls episode, a '90s Bulls episode.
That'd be good, actually.
Lupe wants
Give
to
me
do
an
a car episode, which I might not show up for. I don't know.
He wants to have a what?
Car episode.
Oh.
I like the vroom.
It can be him, Pat, Joey. I don't have to come in.
You don't want to talk about your Dodge Intrepid?
Oh God.
Way back
Talk
when?
about my Oldsmobile Regency.
I love that
'98,
Intrepid.
baby. Let's do it. Just passed 100,000 miles not too long ago.
Have Anthony on
That's
it.
nice for a
Have
98.
Anthony on to talk about the Chevy Celebrity.
Chevy Celebrity.
Is that Arthur Blum's car?
Arthur Blum. I forgot about that. That's the name of the guy who had the car before me, Arthur Blum.
That's funny.
Wow.
How'd you find that out?
I think it was on like a deed or whatever. Deed.
Did he will you?
It's on the
this
car deed. I live in there now. The title, yeah. It was on the car deed.
That's where you and Lacey moved to.
I moved to my car.
You moved from you somehow went from a small room to an even smaller.
Yeah, you know, Oldsmobiles are pretty big on the inside. I'm just saying. So there's a lot of space. Got a kitchen in there and everything. It's still better than Beecher. It's amazing.
Strudel!
Brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some episodes lined up, and we're actually gonna get our third co-host. Danny agreed.
Yeah!
Yeah. So
He-
well,
he's who I
sorry.
wanted to take
I'm
it.
sorry, he didn't agree. The warden said that he was okay to do it.
Warden.
His wife.
Oh.
That's who I wanted to take my spot.
That's what you have to look forward to.
Danny Oliver.
Are you guys still doing the JDF episode?
Yeah,
All right. You got to let me know when you're doing it.
for sure.
We will.
For sure.
Cool. They're coming out with that. You guys see that 30th anniversary
Yeah.
trailer for the car?
Someone goes, what are they going to do? Hologram him?
They got the Green Ranger in it, so I don't know who's under the helmet. But,
When was this recorded or shot? I should say.
I want to say like 6 months ago or something, because it's not coming out till April.
Although, speaking of holograms for movies, I did enjoy the end of Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh, yeah, you know,
Spoiler alert.
it is a big spoiler, but not really. It's all about him. I don't know.
Movie came out long enough ago.
I
don't
didn't
care
love
that
that
you don't
movie.
watch movies.
You're a dick.
That's a different podcast, I guess.
Yeah.
But, but do you guys remember when CM Punk and JDF was trying to fight CM Punk?
Oh my God.
Jason David Frank was trying to pick a fight with CM Punk, like an MMA match.
Yeah, that's when I started hating Jason David Frank.
Why? Because he kept
'Cause I'm a
going
Punk
on and
fan.
on and on.
Did he try to? Didn't he try? Like looking back on it, I feel like he tried to. He may have tried to instigate some things.
Punk or JDF?
JDF.
JDF was trying to.
Yeah, he was the instigator in it.
He was
Yeah.
trying hard to make that happen. Honestly,
You gotta give him credit
you
for
think?
trying.
Yeah, think
yeah.
about that. I mean, like JDF was a legit martial artist, though. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know, he had an MMA record and everything, and he was way more experienced than CM Punk was at that kind of thing. Like, if they actually had that match in UFC, if that was like Punk's first match, everyone would have called it a circus and stuff, but it would have made so much
Oh
money.
God, yeah.
It would have
Oh
made
yeah.
like even more than his first match did, which was still a big buy rate from what I remember.
He faced Mickey Gall.
Mickey Gall. And
What happened to Mickey Gall? I haven't
I
heard.
don't know.
Wow. Yeah.
I just remember, like, I think I was at a Buffalo Wild Wings with Barry, and we were watching, and like literally, like Punk charged at him right away, got taken down. That was it.
Oh, yeah. Remember, he didn't do the glove touch.
No.
And then he charged right at him.
Yeah, he went right after him. He got double legged, and he never got back up. That was it. The second fight, he just got his ass kicked for like 2 rounds. Or
Yeah,
something.
He didn't even win one, did he?
No,
He had 2 fights, right?
2 fights, lost them both pretty badly. He didn't even look like he wanted to be there for the second fight, though. So I don't know, it seems like it was an obligation.
Bart Simpson gift. At least you tried.
At least. So should we talk CWA or like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or were you about to bring something else up?
I was gonna say who's your guys' favorite manager?
Oh, manager.
Heyman.
I knew you were gonna say Heyman.
I do love Paul Bearer though.
That's what I was. That was my guy,
Yeah.
Paul Bear.
Yeah, Heyman's so good though.
Yeah.
So good. It's just like he could be anybody's mouthpiece and they would be like an instant star, except for Cesaro, I guess. I don't know
Cesaro?
why. Cesaro.
But I think just
why he didn't-
Heyman on the mic is just fun to always
He's
listen
great.
to.
He's great.
Although I am definitely not mad that they broke him and Brock up because I enjoy listening to Brock on the mic now.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's there. What was it though? When he first came back, he messed up a promo so bad he came back in the back. He went to Vince and said, "Call Paul."
Call Paul.
He was pretty funny when he was on the Pat McAfee show one day.
Lesnar.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of personality when he's not like cutting it. Well, I guess now he does in WWE, but like whenever you do like after fight promos and stuff at UFC, and he would be like very animated and stuff.
Now he's got his country personality.
Yeah.
He's a country boy now.
Which is different, but it actually suits him.
Yeah.
Very much. So,
I was
yeah.
I was laughing when he used that tractor.
To lift up the
lift the
ring,
mat.
that was awesome.
That was a creative match. I liked that match a lot.
Although it was funny because when he dumped him out of the bucket, it looked like he kind of had to like roll himself out instead of actually being dumped out.
I don't know. I don't think I saw that match.
I'm trying to remember. You're saying Roman had to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But it was entertaining.
All
You
right.
acknowledge the tribal chief.
More about the CWA.
I will be on the Rock side if that
You're not going to acknowledge him? No. Why?
Should be.
He's been
acknowledging
champion for 8,000 years.
I
him.
know.
Oh my gosh! Come on, it's
he's
still a
the-
great run.
It is. It's great. I like that he's been champion.
what if he did just
Still.
like suddenly drop it at the Rumble to Sammy?
I.
But he's not wrestling
There's-
Sammy at the Rumble.
No, he's wrestling Kevin Owens.
Oh.
Kevin Steen.
Good job, John. I said John. Now I messed up.
Hey,
Good job.
They,
Lupe, I'm grabbing one
they,
more.
they
Yeah.
can-
Good job, John.
they can
Grab me one.
Good job, John. Good job, John.
Al, you know they can change things at the drop of a hat.
Grab me one, Al.
I'm surprised he hasn't gotten injured all this time.
Although I think
Oh, it doesn't matter.
the end game will eventually
Thank you,
be Kevin and Sammy versus the Usos with them winning the titles.
That would be a great moment. I heard are they splitting the tag titles now?
That's what. I'll get there in a minute.
That's what I heard while I was reading.
He'll
you
get
and
there
Barry.
after he gets his White Claw.
White Claw.
So
White Claw.
this Monday on Raw,
Rah.
the Judgment Day is actually facing the Usos just for the Raw belts.
That's random.
It's
Why?
really stupid. Like, just no explanation. Every other match has been for like both tag belts.
I don't know why they're.
I think it's a complete shame if they do that. Just split them.
I
like
don't
that.
I don't
agree.
think they're gonna drop them.
I can't see Dominic Mysterio pinning one of the Usos.
What do you guys think about him?
Especially if they have like other members of the bloodline there.
Oh yeah. His heel stuff. You say Dominic Mysterio?
Yeah.
The heel stuff's hilarious.
Oh yeah, him breaking his dad's house and stuff.
Yeah,
and
he's
getting arrested.
I saw that.
He got arrested and then he put
the
like
teardrop?
a Abraham
Teardrop.
Marker teardrop underneath his eye.
He's
And then
like
didn't he just tell someone they wouldn't last in jail or something?
He told that to like Damian Priest or Finn Balor. Or not Damian Priest or Finn Balor, to one of the Usos or something like that.
he's like if you ordered Conan from Wish.
Is Balor supposed to be bringing the demon back soon?
I don't think it's a heel. I don't see it.
I thought I saw somewhere that he might be.
Maybe he does it if him and Edge have that Hell in a Cell.
What if he has a new personality called the Angel? Since he's the bad guy now.
The
It's
Angel
the
of Death?
opposite.
Is he gonna tag team with God? Is he gonna tag team with God?
Yeah. Why not? God, you gotta avenge this
Maybe
loss to
maybe
Vince
that'll
McMahon.
be the Raw match when Michaels comes back this week.
Sean's gonna team up with God again.
No, God double crosses Sean and teams up with Balor.
This is it. This is what we gotta do. We gotta make this. Gotta make this happen somehow.
Somebody get Vince McMahon on the horn.
Right. Hey, Vince, I'm a big fan. Say, in between you feeling up your coworkers and stuff, can you,
And trying to
match?
trying to overthrow the board members to sell the company.
So, what is the CWA?
The Calumet Wrestling Alliance.
Yeah. This is our backyard wrestling federation that we launched in 2009.
Well, we did the moon bounce there in 2007. And you made that very nice video.
I did cut together a video to I don't even know what
It was a Velvet Revolver song.
Yeah, because I was big into
73,
Velvet
that sounds
Revolver.
right.
I was big into Velvet Revolver.
You were.
I still like Velvet Revolver, but yeah, that was 2007, where we just literally recorded us wrestling in a moon bounce that Alex bought, or your mom bought, or whatever.
Didn't you break it?
Yeah, let's talk about it. So this was
Trying to go in time.
number one.
A little bit.
This was a cheap moon bounce. This wasn't like a legit one you see at a carnival or
Yeah.
something. It was like it was barely bouncing.
The Quantum Leap is
Yeah.
what it was called.
It was very small. So like we're let's jump off Alex's garage roof and into the moon bounce. And Mike Gamble was there, and at that time he was a little guy, not like young, but he was just very thin. So he jumped off there, and he's only like 5'5" or something. So
Yeah, he was short.
yeah, he was a small,
Shorter, I should say.
yeah, a shorter guy. So he went and like bounced right up, it was fine. And I went in there and like my foot went through it. I tried to do like a leg drop, and my foot went like straight through it.
And Walter goes, Al! He's sinking in. It's broken!
Was it this?
Oh, man. I can't see that far. I'm blind.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No,
No, okay.
no, not quite that. Just
It
showed us a
seemed like
picture of like a
loaded,
little
and I
baby
could send
rocket
it to
one.
you.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But before that, I remember like we were training at my house with it, like with Barry, and like it was super windy one day, like super gusty. And like I went in the house to get something, and I came back outside.
It's gone.
No, Barry was in it, and it blew over on him, and he was like freaking out. He was like, "Help me, Walter! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me!" It was an intense situation, but I freed him, so it was all right. But he was really freaking out in there. I was like, "Wow, you could just walk out of it pretty easily." But
Help me, Walter. Help me.
help me, Walter.
Help me. Help me.
So like Barry went to the same high school as me, and we're the same grade.
I tried to have him on here multiple times, but he's so busy.
Let me tell you something that Barry always
never
told
confirm
us.
him.
Yeah, whenever we tried to book him for a CWA show or something, like, can we confirm you, Barry? And he would text us back, "You can never confirm me." So you're probably
Ladies
never
and
gonna
gentlemen, the answer.
Oh, wow.
What is this?
2009.
Oh wow! Look at that.
That was New Year's
Yeah.
Day at your parents' house, right?
That's the answer right there.
God, we got hammered that night.
Oh yeah.
Prime answer.
But yeah, what about Barry? Yeah, he's a hard, tough fella to nail down.
Yeah, I mean to confirm to be anywhere, but he's been like a super close friend of mine since mid high school. I want to say.
Where's the wrestling ring?
I remember seeing him like my freshman year, and he would wear a different wrestling shirt every day, and I was like, "Who is this?" Me and Harry called him Wrestling Shirt Kid.
Oh yeah, I remember you explaining.
Yeah, and then I talked to him like my sophomore or junior year, and then we got pretty close. But yeah, he was involved in the early CWA kind of. So
Yeah. We got him for one match.
yeah, when he drove in with his car, he did two matches.
Two matches.
Yeah,
You guys talking about Barry?
yeah.
Okay.
Drove in with his car once, gave his finisher to somebody, and left.
And left.
So did I miss the explanation of why I couldn't find those videos on YouTube?
Oh,
We haven't gotten there yet.
we're trying to go in order, I guess.
Somewhat.
But what? So you had the CWAD first. I wasn't really involved in them.
No, that was just like us, like
This is you and Gamble.
Me, Gamble, and a couple other people just kind of like wrestling around on like the first time we put some sort of a ring in the backyard. You know, and it was pretty bad.
That was the developmental, though.
The developmental, yes. That was the pre WA, we'll call it.
The pre-WA. Then we officially launched the CWA with our show Revenge. And I like accidentally held the shift key too long and put capital R-E Venge, and we're like, yeah, it looks cool. Let's do it. So, CWA Revenge.
I think we had like 12 episodes of Revenge
I think so.
between the 3 or 4 years or whatever we were filming.
12 or 13, yeah.
Yeah.
So like that was kind of where I learned how to edit, was through doing CWA.
Some late nights, Walter, at my parents' house.
Because we got this super cheap editing program, free editing program. This is back in the mid 2000s.
No, I actually got that off of a torrent.
Well, no one. Damn it. And like every time you lead, right? And I would be editing that like all night, and it would keep crashing. Like I would have to start from the beginning, and I restarted like 5 times in one night. And I had 6 Dr. Peppers, a bunch of O. Henrys, which I've never had since.
Oh, those are so good. O. Henry? I agree. Real good.
And some hot soup aside.
Some hot soup aside.
That was my fuel. 6 Dr. Peppers in one night. I think I would die if I did that now.
You were like shaking by the end of it.
I was wired. But I finished it eventually somehow.
O. Henry. And the O. Henrys.
But yeah, that was basically where I learned how to edit, was through that. Was like doing those shows out those crappy editing programs, like going to his house and like, because I didn't have a working computer in my house for years.
And when Walter was editing, and shout out to you because you were really good at this even like back then. We had 2 different cameras filming stuff.
Oh yeah.
So Walter was flipping back between 2 cameras and shrinking down each video to match perfectly. Like that was awesome. A lot, especially back then.
It took up a lot of time, but we loved doing it. That's why it was fun to like edit and everything, because it was like, it's gonna turn out pretty cool in the end, even though the wrestling isn't the best. But me and Alex would announce as Walter Venezia and Alex Valenka.
Thank you, Nick LaBanca, for those names.
Yeah.
SSBC.
Yeah.
Classic.
It was fun. I mean, at first it was at Alex's Cal City house on the side yard, and then we eventually moved to my Calumet City house. In the back, kind of the backyard.
Wasn't our
Asylum?
It wasn't.
Asylum.
It wasn't our backyard. It was the next door neighbor's backyard.
No, it was our
the side yard.
It was our side yard, and then like
technically
most of it.
We had some stuff
grass.
on that on those that concrete that Les had.
Yeah, they
brick.
had a hot tub there that we set up a camera on, I think.
We did.
It was cool when we went to, like, we had a ladder match, which is actually a really good match for backyard wrestling, like that Alex and Mike Gamble had. And that's when I started filming on the roof. Like, I just went up on my roof and was, like, filming with the camera. And we had some really cool angles.
Yeah.
That was some fun
So
stuff.
when are you guys coming out of retirement for a reunion show?
CWA, we already did a reunion show. We did the 10-year reunion a few years ago.
Yeah, but we just watched videos.
Yeah, you mean actually do an actual show? You want to do that?
I mean, who could really wrestle from that? Maybe me and you.
I don't know. I've got a lot.
I think Barry could still go. I saw him running the ropes.
Barry could still go. Alex could still go. Gamble, I'm sure he could.
Yeah, if he wanted to.
Yeah.
He could.
Those are really you and Gamble are like the main 2. I don't know if I could. I would have to try to fix my health problems before I get back in the wrestling ring. But it would be cool to do one more somehow. I don't know if it'd be CWA, but like at a random show, like a Jonathan Smash show.
Yeah, well,
Michael Jarrett. Michael Jarrett.
When's the last time you and I wrestled? Like, that was probably 2012. Oh. For the TWC.
Total crappy wrestling. What was it?
Total Wrestling Championship.
Oh, sorry.
Team Wrestling Crappy.
Total Wrestling Crappiness.
Just a horribly run show.
No, those guys were mostly pretty nice. There's a few.
They were.
There's a few weird ones, but
yes, there was.
A match. There's
match.
so many
What's
inside
next?
jokes. With these, yeah. This guy was like drinking like a 2-liter of Mountain Dew in between.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And like, they're asking, hey, what's next? It was like behind the scenes thing. This guy was asking him. It was like, what's next? And he goes like, a match.
And his just disgusting teeth, and he was awful.
He was down in that Mountain Dew.
You know, you should have did. You guys both should have cut a promo where they shot him doing that. They shot you doing one with Dr. Pepper, and you've been like,
I don't
flick him off or something, then start a fight.
Walter could just like slap his Mountain Dew bottle right in the
That guy was like, what was it, Mark Reconcile?
Mark Reconcile.
Yeah.
Reconcile.
Hey, man, we still remember him. Out of everyone, we're still talking about him.
Shit!
no.
Let's start a match
Having a
right
match
now.
Oh God.
But it would, yeah, I mean, it would be cool to do one more match somehow. I just don't think my body can handle it.
Maybe I'd compete.
The catastrophe. James with the catastrophe.
Or as Barry would say, the apostrophe.
Apostrophe.
What's special? The apostrophe yes. Apostrophe yes.
I say the same thing when I used to backyard wrestle or backyard box. I want to do one more match.
They
You used
did.
the backyard box.
Yeah.
Oh, that's- yeah,
You
that's
guys,
serious.
you guys did it like dangerous style. Like
Yeah,
you
we were
actually
on a
you guys did the
trampoline.
shit out of each other.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I had a match
Porter.
with I had a match with one of my friends. No, that was actually like MMA style.
Oh jeez.
No, we used to actually box. Like we had our boxing gloves and everything.
Beat
We
the
were
shit
we were
out
on
of each
a
other.
trampoline,
You were bouncing on
Yeah.
trampoline and hitting each other.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
and I was boxing one of my friends, and I knocked him out probably 4 or 5 times,
Oh, jeez.
and he just kept getting back up. Finally, they had to stop the match because he was just so out of it that he couldn't really
Oh, jeez.
throw a punch anymore. Shit was hilarious.
Who's this?
I don't think,
Jason.
I fucking knew it.
If you guys do a reunion match, can you make one of the matches an on the pole match?
just random.
Calm down, Don Russo. Not Rossi Russo.
What?
We'll have a Don Rossi on the pole.
What was the in the WCW? What match was it? They had someone on like a pallet.
Judy Bagwell
Yeah.
on a forklift.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was one of the wrestlers' moms.
I think they also had a Viagra on the pole match or something.
Got away with a lot of shit.
About 2-3 Viagra.
WCW. Yeah, I mean CWA ended, I guess, 2013, 2012.
Probably 2012.
Yeah, but you actually wrestled for real though.
Yeah, for 3 years.
Yeah. Well, tell us about that, man. Because I don't think anyone else knows about that.
I vaguely know about it. You never filled me in on it. I think after your injury, you were like, I think I'm going to get back in the ring and do things again.
I originally started training in 2011, and then I blew the knee up the first time. That's where I tore the ACL, and whatever took a couple years off because the company I was with just folded.
Which was this?
That was VWAA.
Oh, okay.
That was going back, and then we wound up doing a couple CWA things. Actually, it was more or less just you and I just doing those birthday shows for Smash.
Oh yeah, those are fun though.
Those were fun.
Yeah.
Very, very fun. Mm-hmm. But then in 2015, I went back to it, and I had a pretty decent run. I had about 8 or 9 matches, trained for a month, got right into a match. It went really well. I was doing really, really good. But then that's when the second knee surgery happened.
What happened with that? Like, how did you get hurt?
All I did was like pivot a little bit in the ring, and then just the meniscus went out.
Jeez.
Maybe Al
Went
shouldn't
out,
have
and
a
it was
reunion
It
match.
was
then.
rough. And then I could never, I always still to this day, I'll get this popping in and out sensation in my knee, and it kills, and it sucks. It sucks.
You're afraid if you run the ropes or something, it'll happen again?
Yeah, because it could be something just so similar, just so small. I mean, as a pivot.
Yeah.
Because when you're on a wrestling mat, there's about 3-4 inches of padding, and that padding squishes down. And if you have a faulty knee like me, or if you have a ligament that's messed up, if you pivot the wrong way and your whole foot doesn't come with it, it'll tear it. It'll mess it up.
Yeah.
But I had
basketball and stuff. I mean, you still play basketball?
Yeah, I do, but it's not a good idea. I broke my foot doing that last year.
Was that when you were with us?
Yeah,
I think
you were there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now I remember.
But I had some banger matches with a couple guys who are really well known. DeCobra, Marche Rocket, who wrestled for Impact. Just some really good matches. It's a shame that I had to stop because of knee issues. It just sucks.
Would you have kept going then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I thought it was pretty good.
What was your wrestling name?
Ion Taylor.
Ion.
So they gave me this gimmick where I was a Middle Eastern American.
Who'd you have?
What?
Alex walked into a gyro shop somewhere, and they go,
Who'd you have
Thank
as
you,
your
my brother.
promoter, Vince
Thank you, my
McMahon?
What's that?
Who'd you have as your promoter, Vince
Pretty
McMahon?
much, yeah. I was like a modern day Muhammad Hassan.
Right.
Ironically, both of us were Italian. But I mean, it worked. It got mega heat. I think I wrestled a main event within my first 9 months. Mm-hmm. They eliminated me first, which was stupid. But
who's the guy who was like working with you a lot? Vasquez.
Isaiah Velasquez.
Isaiah Velasquez.
He was my first trainer, and then when I went back, I started working for CSW. That was Steve Boz.
Steve Boz. Yeah.
Fun times. But that is to answer your guys' earlier question. That's why a lot of those videos got taken down.
Oh.
I took them down because I didn't want them to see any of that stuff. Because if you say you're a backyard wrestler on the indies, at least way back in 10 years ago, it was like frowned upon.
It probably still is.
I'm sure it is, yeah.
I mean,
Shit, that's how Mick Foley got into the business.
well, I feel like a lot of guys did that way.
Punk was like that too, the LWF,
Right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's actually part of the thing they showed for Foley during the Monday Night Wars episodes.
Yeah.
Is when
Doing Dude Love.
is when they
Three Faces of
No, I think when they started his Mankind gimmick, he did like some interview with JR, I think, and they showed like his backyard wrestling.
Which I'm surprised that made the air to this day.
Yeah.
It's him jumping off the roof and
onto the mattress.
Well, that's even JR's like during the episode, JR was like, if you try and do that to get into the business, it's just not going to happen. But he said the way that things were going with Foley, they showed it, and it just
it fit with who.
Yeah,
who he was on TV.
it fit what they were. It fit what
Foley,
they were doing.
Mick Foley was a great professional wrestler. I'm not saying that, but he being a stuntman was part of what his gimmick was.
for sure.
I mean, you're not in the indies anymore. You got to let those babies free.
At age 31, though, I still miss it a lot. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
was a lot of
I always wanted to go to one of your matches, but I could never make it or something. It was like when I had other stuff going on, or like I didn't know when the show was or something.
Yeah, no, it's tough, and I was like an hour away from where we lived at the time. So.
Right. Yeah. It was fun times though. I always wanted to like be a manager or something because like I probably couldn't actually wrestle because I can't gain any body mass.
Can confirm.
Yeah, but
You'd look like who was real skinny? Gowan.
Zach Gowan.
Wasn't he
the
real
one-legged
skinny?
wrestler?
Yeah, wasn't he like real
No.
skinny?
Gilbert.
Gilbert
Was real. Yeah.
Oh no, wait, Spike Dudley.
Spike Dudley was pretty short though.
Very.
Yeah,
Nicknamed the Runt.
What's the guy
Brother
who
Ron,
was on
TNA.
SmackDown a
This
couple
one
years
is.
ago? James Ellsworth.
Oh yeah.
That's who I'd be. I'd be like James Ellsworth.
Yeah. Well, he was with Carmella, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Forgot about him.
CWA though, I mean, like those videos, they're just private, right? And
Yeah, they're private. Yeah, and I
I-
believe when we finally were able to log into that account, excuse me, you downloaded them to your old computer.
I have all the videos and like hard drives and stuff.
Well, and then I remember the last time we filmed, we wound up putting it on my computer, and then my computer wound up crashing. So there were some videos out there that we never saw.
Right. Yeah, like the last show we filmed all got erased.
Who at the indigestion? The indigestion sound.
That was me. It came out of nowhere. I tried to
I'm like, what was that? I thought it was Don.
sound like cats upstairs.
I'll look forward to seeing those videos in my email later on tonight.
I don't think Alex even remembers the password. to that account. We had a hell of a time getting back into
We
that.
did, but I thought we wrote it down by your computer. But I mean, God,
It was 10 years ago.
I don't know. I have to try to log in.
When was the last time we
Forgot password. Just do that.
That would have been 27.
I've been trying to do that for my MySpace, and I still can't get into my MySpace.
Yeah, you just hope that got deleted.
I kept trying to delete my MySpace like for years and would never let me delete it.
Really?
Yeah, it
I can't get into mine because I deleted it.
Whenever I would try to delete it, it would like still be there. It would like ask me to log back in like through email or something. Like I deleted this like 5 times.
Let's bring MySpace back.
I don't know if that'll
Yeah.
ever happen.
Let's get
Justin
another
Timberlake
social
from
media
Yeah.
going. I don't think
Shit,
I think
screw
that's for the
MySpace. Let's go way back and get Zanga back.
Zanga with
Walter
Max.
Balboa.
Yeah, I was on
I
Zanga.
love Hummers.
That was like a like band a high school bandmate of mine who I like went to prom with.
Bethany?
I love. Yeah, Bethany. See, you're talking about me remembering like random facts.
And then your dad's coworker drove you guys to prom.
Yeah. Well, that's because we drove past all you guys in Legion.
At the Legion, yeah.
You're not allowed to talk about how he remembers weird shit anymore.
Yeah, Bethany. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, your dad's coworker. Yeah, he drove me to prom, didn't he? Yeah.
Ray?
Yes.
Jesus, Alex. When was his birthday, huh?
Ray passed away a few years ago. So
Oh, damn, that's it. He was nice a few times.
he was a very nice guy. Yeah.
He had cancer, I believe.
Yeah, he was an older guy, but he was really cool. He was like offering, kept asking my dad to drive us. I was like, okay, I mean, whatever. My dad like rented this Lincoln. I don't know why we're talking about this.
Zanga. That's how it came up. Thanks, Lupe.
Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about wrestling wise.
We covered a lot.
We
Are you
covered.
doing-
You know what the thing is? We covered a lot, but we barely scratched the surface.
Yeah.
That is true.
Like we didn't talk about.
I know when we did our-
DX or anything.
I know. Yeah. Part 2 with Barry.
Walter,
say-
what about what is it? Oh, super
the arm
kick
kick?
safety.
Super kick safety, Walter.
I know we asked when we did the movie episode, Barry, are you going to try and do another Barry?
Yeah, so it's been 10 years since the documentary, so I'd like to do like a little catch-up thing. I don't know if it'd be a full documentary, but maybe just like a quick interview about where he is now, because he's engaged, he's got a baby girl, so that's a big life change for him.
Things are going really well.
Yeah, considering where he was 10 years ago, I mean,
awesome.
well, actually 11 years ago. He really went through that the year before the documentary came out, but he's thriving, man. He's thriving.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like we said, we try to get him on, but he's a
can't
hard
confirm
character
the
to
rest.
nail him down.
You can never confirm me.
He's a cool guy. I met him last summer.
You detailed his car.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
I completely forgot about that when we were at the wedding.
I know you introduced. I'm like,
Yeah.
I know him.
Everybody loves Barry.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of things to dig into talking about wrestling.
With Barry, there'd be, because he actually was backstage at WWE shows. He was on SmackDown. He was on.
Yeah, he was a jobber for Ryback.
Yeah.
Was that Stan? Was he Stan?
Stan Stansky and Arthur
Yeah.
Rosenberg.
No, I think he was Dan Barone.
Dan
Yeah,
Barone.
that's what it
Stansky and
was.
Barone were,
That was
were-
your and I beanbag nickname.
Yeah, Stansky and Rosenberg. Those were other
jobbers.
job guys.
We can talk about getting pulled over after a show.
after Raw.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
two
were
houses
rolling on me.
2 houses down from your house.
Yeah.
Oh, that was that when
Because you didn't put your turn signal on for that little
It's not
offset
the turn,
street.
It's the same street.
Very true.
I still think about that I try to make sure that there's a cop not behind me.
What
Well,
did
you
it?
have to hold the turn signal thing
I
down
know,
because
yeah.
it won't even
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, but Al, wasn't it you that he asked if we had any bombs or any explosives or
What
anything?
the fuck?
No, that was me. That was
I
me.
asked you.
I think I was on my way to Anthony's or something.
No,
and
you
I
were
got-
at the house when we got pulled over. You were at your house, I think.
Separate incident.
I got pulled over by some beacher cop.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think it was you then.
He's like, you got any weapons or weapons of mass destruction or anything in the back of your car? I looked at him and I'm like, with this sour face, I'm like, no. He's like, are you sure? Do I have to go get Cujo out of the back of the car? I'm like,
Cujo.
I'm like, Beecher. I'm like, you dumb motherfucker. Beecher doesn't even have a K9 unit, you stupid ass. Get out of here with your bullshit.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Gotta get.
I got salty about that because it's
That was awesome.
so stupid.
Cujo.
Wow.
Go get Cujo. Was it a stuffed animal? You stupid. Ugh.
I'm glad I don't live in Beecher anymore.
Dyer's a nice place to live.
Dyer is nice.
I agree.
Dyer's nice.
Hey, Indiana me
and Lex were talking about like she wouldn't even have a problem moving around here if we were closer to work.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we're gonna-
Bring more people to Indiana, trying to convince Anthony.
Anthony ain't leaving.
No,
He was just shitting all over Indiana like a week ago when I was on the phone
it's
with
so
him.
much cheaper to live here.
it is
Taxes and stuff. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's not
that, and I
bad,
wouldn't have to
don't know.
drive to Tinley Park ever again to see him.
Oh, because Tinley Park's
It's
so
far.
far.
30 minutes.
Well,
oh my god.
For me, it's farther.
Where do you live at?
I'm out in Maryville now.
Okay, 40 minutes.
No, it's like an hour, I think.
There's no way it's an
There's
hour.
no way.
I think it was because at the time that I went out there, they were counting the traffic.
Oh, yeah.
But because that part of the expressway is always fucking stupid.
Say, I drive to Tinley Park every Wednesday. James drives there a lot, too.
Yeah,
And it takes me a half hour to get there.
it's about like 35 minutes for me.
Took me an hour to get out here.
Get some traffic?
No, it's just an hour.
Yeah, that's just how Shorewood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, you got to drive there.
Sure would.
Sure would.
They,
Gotta come visit.
Sure would.
they got that chicken and spice out there.
Yeah.
Stop by the house, Al.
I would.
You gotta go to Chicken and Spice out there.
Yeah, that's right by our house.
I striped that parking lot.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Nice.
Since the Joliet one's
I
closed now.
knew those were nice stripes.
So once this content does really well, because wrestling content everywhere does very well,
We'll be competing with Solid Monster.
Right, sure.
we'll get him next on the episode.
I mean, he got interviewed on like some very lowly YouTube channel, so I figure.
Did he really?
Yeah, he like some random YouTube channel. He like let himself be interviewed by this guy. So
Was that TV tracks?
no, TV Tracks hasn't been around in years.
Well, that's what I thought you were talking about.
No, this was only a couple years ago. This is
wow.
some guy, one of his fans, but guess you get the Solid Monster, man.
Shit, I'm still trying to get Joe Santagato.
You know what? I'm just waiting for his new People of the Internet videos, and they're not coming out. He did a lot of work with The Rock, actually, too.
Oh, you're talking about OPL?
OPL.
Other People's Lives?
No, I'm talking about Santagato.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the series People of the Internet, People of Walmart.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His,
Oh, God,
Is
yeah.
he still on his podcast, The Basement Yard?
Basement
Yeah.
Yard, yeah.
Basement Yard.
Yeah.
He sends me clips of it all the
He's
time.
funny, dude.
They're fucking hysterical.
They are
So he
funny.
has that funny side on Basement Yard, but then he has the super serious side on OPL, Other People's Lives, where they interview people like they interviewed a person that was like a legit furry, and it was super serious. And I was like, this is gonna be hilarious. That was my first episode that I listened to, and it was super serious. I'm like, okay,
I
I
wouldn't
kind
have
of
been able to be serious.
I kind of respect furries now.
I got a friend who's a furry. Never would have. Well, I don't know what the stereotype was. Is something different than I guess what it is.
Wait,
Exactly. Yeah. Everybody associates a furry with sexual
Right.
tendencies,
Yeah.
and
Not
it's
at all.
not like that at all.
Right.
And that's that. I thought the same thing until I heard that episode. I'm like, no shit.
Well,
What the
if your
what
friend
the
that's
fuck?
your friend that's a furry.
Fury.
Tyson Fury?
Tyson Fury.
Saw
You're
that,
friends with
that war
Tyson
movie
Fury?
back in the day.
Well, yeah.
Furry?
Are they a furry all the time? Like
No.
So it's
What
just
is a furry?
He goes to like conventions.
They like
that's what I thought.
they act like dogs or something.
Dress
Well-
up as animals.
They have
Yeah,
their own
they-
persona.
Yeah.
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 They have their own like anthropomorphic animal character that they have. They have like their suits custom made and stuff. It's pretty expensive.
Bro, their suits are like 10K plus.
Yeah,
What the-
and they have like make the mouth move and all this.
Yeah.
stuff. Like it's
But the ones that people usually think about are the ones that dress up in cheap costumes just to have sex.
Yeah.
You need to stop googling raw XX.
Full circle.
I thought it was pretty funny though when they did the promo for it, and it was just like a videotape coming out, and it just says Raw XXX on it. And then I think there's a poster with Becky and Bailey, and it says Raw is XXX, and someone's like, they didn't think this through.
Vince truly is back.
Yeah.
I wish I could bring the Attitude Era back.
What was your favorite between Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression?
I didn't watch wrestling during the Attitude Era, so
true.
I mean, it has to be Ruthless Aggression because I wasn't. I mean, I went back and watched a lot of the pay-per-views from the Attitude Era, but I wasn't watching then, so I gotta say Ruthless Aggression by default.
Yeah, and like we watched the Ruthless Aggression era live.
Yeah.
We could go back and watch the Attitude Era, and sure, we could know it's great, but we didn't know what was We didn't know. We already know what happened then.
I played No Mercy on N64. I know.
I was waiting for someone to reference that.
One of the best video games.
I love that
N64.
It's
I
a
think I
great
still
game.
have it.
Supposedly the new 2K the cover leaked, and it's Cena.
Why?
I don't know, because it's his final go around. Maybe
It should be the back of Cena, just default.
Or just nothing, and then they can say it's.
Can they start a chant during his like WrestleMania match? Cena's bald spot.
I wouldn't be surprised if like a smart mark crowd would do that, like somewhere. Like,
Okay, when are they coming to Chicago? Let's go, and we'll start that chant.
I don't think they're coming back for a while till after Mania.
probably not.
So what?
EW comes around a lot though.
He's looking to leave the business now.
Retiring.
Is he gonna just go into
Cena?
acting?
John Cena?
Cena?
You can't see her.
He's a big star now, and
Yeah.
Like he's got the
What a
Peacemaker thing.
fucking hypocrite. Yelled at The Rock
I know.
for doing movies.
I know. Like that was his whole thing when his feud with The Rock was mocking The Rock for doing, leaving wrestling and doing movies.
And his name is John Cena.
That whole video, I guess it's not a video, but that whole audio of that is absolutely hilarious. Where it's like, is Champ there?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Champ's there.
Al, we're going to try and get a chant started at one of the shows Cena's at next and just Cena's bald spot.
Cena's bald spot. No, it's not.
But we also just said, I like how he criticized The Rock for leaving and doing movies, and now that's what he's doing. Fucking hypocrite.
I think he admitted, like, I
He
was
admitted
wrong.
that was, yeah.
It wasn't cool. But,
Imagine if he had the bald spot when he was promoing with The Rock. That would have been great.
yeah.
You'd have tore him a new one.
Yeah.
The Rock's bald.
Twice in a lifetime.
A bald's better than a bald spot like that.
He's got a shaved head. He's not bald.
Yeah.
I would say coming from the person who has a fresh haircut.
Rock always had a really
Donnie
high
is
head.
no longer a buzz cut guy.
Yeah.
Well, for now.
I mean, it suits him. I
Rock-
like
Yeah, I
it.
think it
Black
looks
Adam
good.
now making big business.
But I
Guess not.
I did kind of give Cena credit when he did the promo with The Rock about writing on his hand.
Oh
his
yeah,
wrist.
yeah. I'm still surprised he actually did that.
I laughed at the Peacemaker episode where the Justice League made a cameo and John Cena's character goes like he rips Jason Momoa's Aquaman. He's like says something about him fucking fish, and he's like, "Who even started that rumor?" He's like, "It's fucking stupid." And then Ezra Miller makes a joke at him. He goes, "Fuck you, Ezra," or no, he says Barry. Sorry, because he plays the Flash. Anyway,
I would say that's how a lot of people feel right now about Ezra Miller.
yeah, he should be gone. So I agree.
All right, so since this is a wrestling episode and I'm about to take off because I have to wake up way too early, you guys got Royal Rumble predictions?
Oof,
Cody.
You going Cody?
Cody.
I'm going Cody too.
I hope
Yeah,
it's
I'm gonna go Cody.
I
Did
hope
they announce?
I don't even know
Did they
what's going
announce
on.
his entrance number?
Yes, yeah.
Is
they
it
did
3?
that. And I think that was smart to do.
Is he 30?
No, they announced he was.
I know
in
he's
the
going to be in
Rumble.
it.
Oh, well, I thought it was going to be 3 because that's what he tweeted out. So I
Maybe.
didn't know what that was about.
Yeah. Number 3.
They
But yeah.
don't announce spots in advance unless it's like 31 or 2.
Yeah,
Right.
but yeah, my guess is Cody.
American
I'm
Nightmare.
hoping for Cody. That's a great story. I hope it actually happens.
I agree with you 100%.
But coming back as Stardust though. So
Oh God.
The two faces of Cody. All right, I'm out.
What was his thing? What was his?
It was like that or
Yeah.
something like
that was
that.
it. That was it.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
and he had the
You guys
gloves.
can't see it.
He had the
Glove.
he had the gloves
Can't
on.
see it.
His gloves overlapped into like a star.
Star,
design or
yeah.
something. Star.
Kind of like receiver gloves.
Yeah.
I think we can end and go do a part 2 sometime.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Sure.
Preferably when I don't have to wake up at 4 a.m. the next day.
Try to get Barry even. if
Jesus
yes,
Christ, why are you still here?
Talk wrestling.
It was fun. It was fun. I had a good time. It was good.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming and being on the cast. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, there's always an open mic.
Cool.
I don't see anyone open one.
Actually,
You have an impulsive thought?
Maybe we'll have Al
Calm
back.
down, microphone, Mike Walters.
Maybe we'll have Al
Microphone.
back for the sports episode too.
yeah. See,
Get
that'll
it-
be the episode where I'm really
Although-
quiet because
Although that could take a while because Al could get out his Bulls frustration, his White Sox frustrations.
We don't talk
That
about
might be
Pale
that might be a long episode.
The who
I think
else?
you guys should just talk about horse racing or something.
The pale horse.
Really random.
Oh.
Random.
We call the
sport.
White Sox
Welcome to
pale
sports
and, like,
episode.
Sockos.
Oh.
But all right, guys. Well, You can find us on all your major podcast platforms. Find us on Instagram at 3GuysPod2021. And with that being said, I am Lupe, your favorite host with the most. Here with my favorite co-host, Mr. Donnie Rowe.
Bye.
And returning for one episode, Jimmy Baggs.
See ya.
And we have Mr. Walter.
Brother Jack, dude.
And DJ Blind.
Still here, still alive, and beyond the backyard.
Still here.
All right, guys. We out this bitch. Peace.
And his name is John Cena.